What's going on? What is going on, brothers? What is going on, man? What's going on? It is your dude, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another feature classic. First and foremost, can we all press A1 in the live stream chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear? How is my audio? How is my audio, please? Okay. Um, how's my audio? Who's in the building tonight? Okay. My, can I get a couple ones, please? Yeah. I appreciate you, mate. Ozzy, thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Who else is here, bruv? Conrad Grant in the building. Been a minute, brother. How you doing? Well, Gilbert Digital. Appreciate you, brother. Number one, Sammy Jones. Okay. Got a couple ones. I think I'm good. So, brothers, welcome to another Future Classic. Rico, how you doing, brother? Future Classic live stream. I'm your gracious host, Mr. International Passport. Want to say a huge thank you to all those that have supported the channel over the past couple of years. Your support, it has been greatly appreciated. And welcome aboard, pardon me, the new people. I accept and I embrace you with open arms. So let's get it cracking. So when you come in the live stream, can you all please like the video and engage in the live stream chat? Ask questions. The rules are send your questions in a super chat or PayPal. If you can't do so, you must call in later on in the show. Um, Please support the channel. Book your IT consultations to begin the IT process, get into IT. Join my Python course. I'll be closing that very soon on the 22nd of September. Okay, you only got a couple days until I officially close all signups. So make sure you join my Python course. Um, Tonight, support the channel, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal donations, and cop the merch and like the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get down to business. In this live stream, we shall be speaking about Reykjavik, okay, particularly in Iceland, a country in the wonderful area of Scandinavia. I have a very special guest here with me called Mr. Sam. Okay, Mr. Sam, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. How are you, IP?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. Appreciate you both for coming on here to share your incredible Iceland experience. So, brother, let's get a couple introductions from you, brother. Who are you? Where you're from? And anything interesting about you, bro?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Sam. I'm from Boston, and I work in the film and TV industry and divide my work time between Boston and New York City. And I'm a brother who likes to travel, and I'm here to talk about my recent trip to Iceland. So I have a lot to share about that.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So let's get it cracking, brother. Iceland. Can I ask you why you even thought about going to a country called Iceland, which is far away from the USA, brother?
Sure. So back in March, when I traveled to Norway, I actually had a layover in Iceland, and it was a short layover, so only about an hour and a half, maybe. And when I was there, I was just looking around, and I was just so mesmerized by the landscapes and what I saw. And it's a very beautiful country with the most beautiful, like, geography you've ever seen. So I told myself, you know what? If I ever get a chance, I want to come back here, but definitely for a bit longer than a layover. So that's kind of why I ended up back there.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. This is your second Scandinavian country you've been to in your lifetime. May it be many more, brother. So, um, you were in a city called Reykjavik. Is that correct, brother?
Reykjavik, yes.
Reykjavik. Awesome, brother. Awesome. And that's the capital city of Iceland, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the capital city, yeah.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So, before we even speak about the woman, right, and all that jazz, I want to know about, you know, the culture of Iceland, brother. You were there for a good amount of time. Break down to me the Icelandic culture in terms of, comparisons or differences to America. How, what is the way of life in Iceland? Break it down for us, bro.
Sure. So I think the first point I want to make about Iceland is it's probably one of the most egalitarian societies in the world. Egalitarian meaning they have a strong belief that men and women are equal. Therefore, a lot of relationships that you'll see in Iceland are very 50-50. The man plays his role in providing the money. The woman also plays her role in also providing the money. These are the roles that men and women play in relationships in Iceland. It's not very common. You'll see very traditional relationships where the man is supposed to be a breadwinner and a provider. Most women in Iceland are encouraged and taught from a very young age that they can provide and be breadwinners themselves, whether that involves a partner or a husband or themselves. So that's the first point I would make about the society of Iceland. It's a very feminist society, too, probably one of the most liberal countries in the world, right on top of there with Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and also Finland as well. So you'll meet a lot of people who are very liberal, very radical left wing. So that's another thing that I would put out there as well.
Okay, interesting, brother. So very liberal country. Feminism is quite strong there. Um, and I'm guessing, brother, it's very, what's the word for it? Homogenous, where it's the majority of it is a lot of white people are everywhere, as compared to America, where, if I'm not mistaken, 40% of non-white people, that's the percentage, but 60% of the population in America is whites. But in Iceland, I'm assuming it's 85% whites, 50% ethnic minorities. Is that true?
Absolutely. Yeah. I would say majority is whites, 85 to 86, 87%. And then the rest are minorities, mostly immigrants from Africa, South America, Eastern Europe. There's a lot of Ukrainians there because of the war. There's Russians there as well. People from all over the world have migrated over there as well. So
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, I've got a sense of the culture, very liberal, very egalitarian. Okay, cool. What about the people, brother? How are the people? What's the overall personality or mentality of Icelandic people? Are they very cold people? Are they very warm people? Break it down for us.
from an outsider's perspective, I'd say they're very cold. They're very reserved. I think the weather has a part to play with that. During the summers, the weather is mildly cool, so it's not super cold, but you still need like a light jacket. And the rest of the year, it's like freezing cold and it's snowing all the time. And the winds are very strong too. I would say I've probably experienced the most strongest winds in my life in Iceland. The winds are so strong, it feels like when you're walking, like you're almost being blown away in the opposite direction. That's how strong the winds are over there. So the weather is not all that great, I would say. So I think this is why Icelanders typically are more cold, a little bit indifferent, a little bit reserved as well. But once they get to know you, they'll definitely open up. They'll definitely be more engaged to talk with you if they're out drinking. And I've noticed this about a lot of these Scandinavian countries. During the daytime, they're very reserved. They keep to themselves. They don't engage with strangers on buses and they don't talk to people on trains. There's not even any trains in Iceland, but in general, these people like to keep to themselves and they're not really apt to approach or be approached by strangers. But when they're drinking on a Friday or Saturday night, it's another thing. But during the daytime in general, they're very cliquey. They stay in their groups. Typically, they'll make friends with the people they grew up with in primary school and they'll stay in those circles. They're not really always open to bringing new people into their circles the older they grow up. So that's another factor as well.
Hold on there, bro. How do we have right over 70, over 80 people, but we only have, how many likes? Only have 38 likes. Come on, brothers, right? Can we get the likes up? Can you show some support and some engagement? Yesterday, we broke down Chile to an absolute T to get you prepared before going to Chile, right? And we're gonna do we will do the same thing tonight as well for Iceland. You gotta support, brothers. Ain't no other channel, right, doing what I'm doing. Not even Joe Biden knows about this kind of intel, brothers, right? Not even the CIA knows about this kind of intel. Okay. So y'all getting some top secret, top level countries intel, brothers. Hit the like button, bruv. It don't take nothing, bruv. All right, mate? Come on, bruv. Let's get it cracking, man. So going on from there, Sam, I'm kind of like painting my picture of what Iceland is, right? And how the way of life is. There's a movie called The Girl in the Dragon Tattoo. I'm not sure if you've heard of it before, brother. A very popular Swedish movie, right?
Good movie. Yeah, yeah.
Good movie, right? And great book as well. But very cold in terms of like, how life is there in Sweden. Would you say Sweden and Iceland are very, very close in terms of that? It's a very cold culture. Like people keep to themselves. Um, it's like a very, very like mysterious kind of country. Would you agree with that, bro?
I've never been to Sweden. I've been to Norway, but I would say it's very similar from what I've heard. And Sweden and Norway are right next door to each other. And from what I've realized, a lot of these Scandinavian countries, they kind of all think the same and they have the same mindset. And they also have the same mannerisms too. So I would say it's very similar. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Now, I want to know more about the country itself and your personal experience, right? Where did you stay, brother, in terms of accommodation? Were you in a hotel, Airbnb, and how much that cost you per day, bro?
I stayed in the Airbnb. I was in the Airbnb for 7 days. I was right outside of the downtown area of Reykjavik. So, for any of you guys who travel to Reykjavik, I strongly suggest you stay as close to the downtown area as possible because that's where all the nightlife is. That's where most of the good restaurants are. Everything that you want to do is going to be centered around downtown. So, the farther you are from downtown, the harder it is to get to downtown because there's no Ubers and there's no lifts over there. So there's only taxis. And the taxis are crazy expensive. So that's something else to consider. So the Airbnb I stayed in, I actually posted a video of it in the Facebook group. So if any of you guys want to take a look and see how it looked like, you can go in the Facebook group and check it out. It was for 7 days, a total of $1,900. So it's very expensive over there. Everything is super expensive. You have a lot of high quality things that cost a lot of money, whether it's high quality food, high quality coffee. Everything is very tip notch, top shape, everything. So
1900 for 7 days, bruv.
for 7 days, yeah, expensive.
God damn.
Yeah.
Flipping heck, bruv. That's a trip to Japan and back for 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. When I tell you Iceland's expensive, I mean it. Like the prices of everything are insanely high, like egregiously. So when you're going out to eat in restaurants and going out to drink at bars, be very mindful of that. And also, the summertime is the most popular time in Iceland to go. So it is crawling with tourists. So everything, whether it's hotels, Airbnbs, is going to be pretty expensive. But in other times of the year, I'd say it's probably going to be cheaper when the tourist season dies down. But during the summertime, they're going to jack the prices up like crazy.
Flipping heck, bruv. All
Yeah.
right, so going on from there, mate, right? Transportation. So how do brothers move around there in Iceland if there's no Uber or Lyft and taxis are expensive? How were you moving around, brother?
I rented a car from the airport. If you go to ReykjavikCars.com, you can find some pretty good deals and some pretty good prices as well if you want to rent a car. That would be, in my opinion, the best way to get around Reykjavik. And also, if you want to go, explore the landscapes, do some hiking, go see the waterfalls, go see the glaciers, the white sand beaches, and the black sand beaches as well. That is going to be way outside of Reykjavik. So you're going to have to travel very far. Now, if you don't want to rent a car, you can always maybe book some kind of tour group excursion online before you get there. And then they'll probably have like a bus or a shuttle that'll take you and your group out to these, exotic places to see the landscapes and everything. But in my opinion, a car would be best because it gives you more freedom and flexibility. The only thing I'm going to say is gas is pretty expensive over there too, because of course, being Europe, they don't use, gallons, they use liters, and the liters add up. So be mindful of that as well.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. So, next question for you, brother, is food, right? Obviously, food is very important for the human system. We need food to survive. So, two questions in one. How is Icelandic food? Is it tasty? Is it yummy? Is it food for the brothers? 'Cause brothers, we love good food, man. The brothers love good food, man. Steak, chicken, potatoes. We love that kind of big man food, yeah. Um, Break down the Icelandic food. Would brothers like it? And how costly was it, brother?
I like Icelandic food. It's pretty good actually, and they eat a lot of very interesting things, things that you won't see in the States. Like for example, they eat shark meat, they eat whale, they eat Arctic char, they eat horse, they eat puffin, they eat a lot of strange things. They also eat ram's testicles too.
Whoa, bruv, bruv, what's this, man? Bruv, what's going on here, bruv? Come on, bro. Don't troll right now, bruv. Are you,
I'm
are you
not
serious,
trolling.
brother?
I'm serious. Like I'm not joking. I didn't try it, but they have it over there.
What's going on in that country, bruv? Okay.
I don't know.
So what's the signature dish in Iceland?
So there's so many. Like you can just pick one. Like I tried the horse, and the horse was like really good. And I also tried the Arctic char as well. Arctic char, I would say, is one of their most common dishes. It kind of looks like a pink salmon. If you've seen salmon, it's just like a smaller version of it, I'd say. That's what I would compare it to. But the Arctic char was pretty good too. But I enjoyed the horse, I think, most of all.
Oh, wow. Um, Interesting. Okay, bro. Wow. How much does that cost, the food and the drinks there, bro?
So the food and drinks are very expensive. I'm not gonna lie. Like if any of you brothers have been to New York City, think New York City prices just a little bit higher. And luckily for me, I actually booked a tour group excursion called the Reykjavik Food Tour. So the Reykjavik Food Tour was a tour group excursion that I booked prior to getting to Reykjavik, and it's basically a tour group activity where they take you to 5 different Icelandic restaurants where you can try traditional Icelandic cuisine. But it's very expensive to book this excursion. It's probably going to cost you like 102, maybe $103 for 3 hours.
Okay, awesome, bro. Thank you very much. Now, how's the internet speed out there, bro? So we're passport bros, we are IT bros. Many of us in IT already. I push out IT to brothers aspiring to get into IT. How is the internet speeds out there, brother?
Very efficient, very efficient. One thing I noticed about Iceland is everything is very efficient as far as internet speed is concerned, which is pretty cool considering Iceland is very like spread out as a country. And like Reykjavik is considered one of the only real cities in Iceland. There is another city far off to the north called Akureyri. Akureyri is commonly referred to as the capital of the north because it's way, 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 way up north from Reykjavik. But it's a very small city. So if you want to check it out, you can. But most of what you're going to want to do and see is probably going to be centered around the Reykjavik area. So just hang out in Reykjavik as long as you can. And then try to find, different places to go from there.
Awesome, awesome, bro. Now, next question for you, brother, is cost of living in Iceland, brother. Um, so for the average brother who's thinking about living in Iceland, right, how expensive will it be for him, brother? Is it a high cost of living? Would you say, brother, it's one of the most expensive countries you've been to in the entire world, or you've come across? Break it down for us, bro.
Absolutely. It's very expensive. I believe it must be one of the top 15, if not one of the top 10 most expensive countries in the world. Because, like I said before, everything is so high quality. So, obviously, anything with high quality is going to come at a cost. Like, it's not going to be cheap. One thing I will say, Iceland is very safe. So, if you're a brother who traveled alone, you'd probably be all right. Nothing really will happen to you. But as far as cost of living, yeah, it's egregiously expensive. So everything's going to come at a cost. But the streets are very clean. Everything is very efficient. crime is low. So there are some benefits, but there's also some negatives, and it's the expenses because it's going to be very costly.
Awesome. Is it a safe country, Iceland, brother? Did you feel safe as a brother walking around at the nighttime by yourself? Did you feel safe, brother? Obviously, you're in a predominantly white country. And we know the history of white people against black people in the last 500 years has been horrific and terrible in terms of slavery, colonialism, murders, deleting brothers, um, discussing history, that white people have inflicted upon black people. So in a majority white country, I do get the concerns that brothers may feel unsafe. And people would I be safe there? Did you feel safe in a majority white country such as Iceland, brother?
Absolutely. Yeah, I felt more safe over there than here. Yeah. I mean, I will say, crime is very low in Iceland, but there have been some issues they've been having. Unfortunately, there's a housing crisis in Iceland. So, what a lot of these people are doing who are like homeowners or who own like apartments and condos, they're pretty much kicking out some of their tenants and just making them Airbnbs because they know that during tourist season, summertime in Iceland, you can make a lot of money if you make your place an Airbnb because a lot of people will pay these high prices to stay in Reykjavik. So unfortunately, there's a housing crisis situation because now these landlords are kicking all the Icelandic tenants out to make them Airbnbs. And now these Icelandic people have nowhere to live. So what do a lot of them do? They'll sell drugs, they'll do other illegal activities to make money. And then there's an issue with, drug addiction and alcoholism as well. So Iceland's not a perfect country by any means. They do have problems, but I'd say overall it's still very safe.
Awesome, awesome, fantastic. Now, in terms of racism, brother, um, did you experience that in Iceland from the people? Any N-word you said towards you? Any Icelandic racial slur said towards you? Any N-word said during rap songs in the clubs? You know, um, any animosity from Icelandic people or even immigrants there towards you, brother?
No, I never experienced any racism over there. In fact, I felt pretty welcome. People were pretty nice to me overall. I mean, I had a great time. I really have nothing really too bad to say that happened experience wise. Overall, it was a really good time. I really enjoyed it.
Amazing, amazing, brother. So, those are my questions in terms of actually. So let me ask this, brother. Right. So you were there. You saw, what it's like for a person to live in Iceland. Would you live in Iceland, brother? Are there problems with Iceland that you've noticed? Tell us the good about Iceland, and then tell us the bad about Iceland, brother. And would you live there overall, brother, as a possible, bro?
Absolutely not. I would never want to live in Iceland. I would love to visit again, but to live, absolutely not. No way. There's just a lot about the society that to me just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Now, don't get me wrong, these are really kind people. Everyone is very nice, very polite, very respectful to you. Like I remember when I was parking my car and trying to, pay for the meter or whatever. Everything was in Icelandic, obviously, so I wasn't sure what exactly to do instructions wise, and a woman was sweeping the street, and she looks at me and she asked me like, hey, do you need help? And I was just like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to pay this meter, but everything's in Icelandic. And she's like, oh, here, let me show you. So these people are very accommodating, very polite, but as a society, this egalitarianism, this feminism, this radical left liberalism, to me, it's a big L because it's not sustainable for a serious relationship, in my opinion. Now, I mean, sure, there's Icelandic girls getting married to Icelandic men, but it's not very common. I mean, nearly 70% of Icelandic babies are born out of wedlock. So marriage is not really a common thing over there. Most people would rather live in a domestic partnership, which is cool. But the problem is the women don't want to retain anything in regards to traditional imperatives. What do I mean by this? A lot of these Icelandic women, they want to be mothers, they want to have children, but they don't want to be wives. In the literal sense and the figurative sense, they really don't want to be wives at all.
Damn. Okay. Um, Tell us more things you didn't like about Iceland, bro. That is okay. The women here are beautiful, but I ain't gonna live here, bruv. The weather's cold. The attitude's a bit not my speed. We want to know more about why you would never live in Iceland as a passport, bro.
I would say it's the mindset that kind of astounds me to the point where I was like talking to some of these women and I was just thinking to myself in the back of my head, like, I could tolerate visiting here, but I would never want to live here long term and deal with these women because the women are very strong minded. They're very independent, they're go getters. Everything for them is 50-50, so they don't expect a man to buy Gucci bags or buy Louis Vuitton for them. They're incentivized to buy these things themselves, but to the point where they almost feel like that they are equal to men, which biologically and realistically speaking, men and women are not equal at all. But these women will argue this point till kingdom come, that men and women are equal, that a woman can be as promiscuous as she can sleep around as much as she can, and she can still find a man at the end of the day with no issues at all. And you'll have these conversations with the women, and of course, as a tourist, I don't want to cause trouble. I want to keep to myself. I don't want to drag any unnecessary attention. So I just smile, I just nod my head, and I just cross my arms and I listen. And then I give my points, but I don't try to argue and engage. But you can see with these women in the mindset, this liberal egalitarian mindset, that everything in their mind is distorted as far as how relationships should go, how a man's role is, how a woman's role is. It's all distorted. And I can't really blame the women for that. They learn from a very young age in primary school from their teachers and their parents that being promiscuous is not a bad thing. Having this high body count is perfectly normal. It's fine for a woman to be liberated. It's fine for a single mother to be on her own. These things are considered normal to them. So there's no burden of shame on these women to act rambunctious and promiscuous. They almost feel encouraged to behave this way, which is something that kind of turned me off a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll deal with them, I'll engage with them, but I would never want to live there. No.
Flipping heck. And brother, isn't there like a some sort of single mother crisis where you said you saw a lot of women that prefer to be single moms over being in a functional man and woman relationship because they felt liberated by being a single mom? Is that true? Break it down for us, Sam.
Absolutely. Like I said before, a lot of these women you'll talk to, they want to be mothers, they want to have kids, but they don't want to be wives. They don't want to be wives literally, and they don't want to be wives figuratively. Now, I put a lot of emphasis on that because a lot of them feel that as a woman, they can get everything on their own. They don't need a man. Now, many of them want a man for sure, but in the back of their heads, a lot of them feel like they don't truly need the man to get what they want in life, to get that fulfillment in life. They think they can get that fulfillment on their own by having a child on their own. So there is a single mother crisis in Iceland for sure. I remember two of the women I met on the Tuesday, the second day I was there, were both single mothers. And ironically, both of their baby daddies were black, which I thought was funny.
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a crazy stream, brothers. Buckle up, brothers. Buckle up for a classic. Amazing intel so far. Brothers, we got over 110 people. Can we please get the likes up? Can we get the support flowing? Can we get some love flowing for the channel? And of course, man, the Python course will be closing in a couple days' time. Go on my Patreon and book your slot on the Python course. Let's get you brothers in IT. Let's get you out there traveling so you can smash these these Icelandic chicks. Okay, so let's get cracking now. Okay, the woman part. So, Mr. Sam, right? I'm gonna tell you a very important question, Baba. Okay, this question, Baba, is probably the most important question in the history of mankind. It is the question of all questions. As a question, it stands heads and shoulders amongst every single other question that's possible in the realm of questions on planet Earth, right, brother? Okay, this question, brother, can turn water into wine, brother. Brother, this question can give mankind or man himself or brother himself the power to walk on water like Jesus Christ did in the Bible. This question, brother, can turn, you know, um, you know, can serve what can solve, world wars. This question, brother, can stop an alien invasion from invading planet Earth, brother. And ultimately, brother, this question, right, is so powerful. It can split, uh, you know, the sea of the Suez Canal into two, right? Like in the Bible, and allow mankind to walk on the floor, right? Across one point to another point, brother. Okay? The question is, brother, right? Are Icelandic women in Iceland, brother, checking heavy for brothers and passport bros, brother?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I must iterate on one point with that. Shout out to the brother Mo from Montreal who did this Iceland live stream over a year ago. That was a banger. And shout out to the brother Jay Bones who said this about Scandinavian women. Smashable, but absolutely not wifeable. Like I have to reiterate that again and again.
So they're checking for brothers, right? Incredible, right? But they are what you say, brother, for recreational purposes only. They're only for a good time and not a long time. Shout out to Drake. Is that true, brother?
Absolutely. Yeah, a good time, not a long time. No, I truly feel like a lot of the brothers who are listening to the sound of my voice are traditional and, are looking for something sustainable in life as far as a woman goes and a partner. And I don't think these brothers will find that in Iceland. I personally don't think it would benefit you to, look for someone to build with there in any way, shape, or form.
Wow. So they are checking for brothers, right? Which is okay. Okay, that's awesome. But why are they checking for brothers, bro? Because if we break down the Icelandic culture, there ain't too many brothers out there in Iceland, right? And I doubt some of them have never seen a brother before in their entire lives, right? Iceland is so far away from Africa, America, Brazil, which are huge black populations. How on earth are these women, right? These blonde hair, green eyes, pale skin, Icelandic women checking for brothers. Why are they checking for brothers? Break it down for us, bro.
There's multiple reasons why they're checking for brothers. One of the reasons I've noticed is there's not really a lot of brothers there. Sure, there are brothers who, are immigrants from Africa who are there, but it's a very small percentage of them. So obviously you stand out. Another reason why is because a lot of these Icelandic women, some of them are not really too keen on Icelandic men. I'm not saying all Icelandic women feel this way, but some of them who I talk to do. They say that Icelandic men do not have game, that Icelandic men are alcoholics, Icelandic men do not know how to truly court a woman. They say all these negative things about the men. But I know not all Icelandic women feel this way, but some of them do. And I think the ones that, have issues with Icelandic men will probably be checking for us. One Icelandic woman I spoke to said she hasn't dated an Icelandic man since 2014.
So she's been dating brothers since then, brother? All brothers?
Dating everyone except Icelandic men. That I will say.
This is crazy, brother. This is incredible. Um, so my follow-up question to their brother is, what image do Icelandic women have of black men, right? Is it the NBA stereotype, the rapper stereotype, or is it the smooth talking Idris Elba, Damson Idris, Denzel Washington stereotype, brother? What kind of stereotype did they have of black brothers?
I would say it's an exotic stereotype. There are some of us, well, some of them who see some of us, I guess, as a fetish. But then there are others who genuinely respect, what we have brought, to society as, a race, hip hop and all these other things like that, art and music and all these different cultural aspects. Some of them will appreciate that and they look out for that and they admire that and they respect that a great deal. So yeah, it's a combination of things, honestly. But overall, I would say as long as you present yourself in a positive way, as long as you're kind of in good shape, you're decent, you know how to dress, you're presentable. I think that they're not going to be having this image of, oh, what a black man should look like in their head, but they'll just see how you are, and then they'll, I guess, judge you accordingly. So just make sure you're the best version of yourself when you go over there. And I'm sure, those women will definitely want to talk to you.
Amazing breakdown there, bro. And a couple, just an intermission here, brothers. On my Patreon right now, there is a explicit, X-rated, unfiltered, raw intel given to us by not only Sam himself on the live stream, but Mo himself about Icelandic women. Right? These women are freaks in the bedroom. Ain't that right, Sam?
Yeah, yeah, they are. Yeah, I got stories for days about them.
So, brother, if you want to hear just how freaky, nasty, and dirty Icelandic women get in the bedroom with passport bros, that you must know this before going to Iceland, brothers. Right, I got over 60 countries for Patreon content on my Patreon. Go on my Patreon right now. The link is in the live stream chat. Okay, go and check it out, man. These women are freaks, brothers. Like their counterparts in Sweden and Denmark, they're freaky too, brothers. Super freaks. Okay, so go and check out, brothers. So going on from there, bro. Okay, Mr. Sam Combo. Um, let's break down more about Iceland and Icelandic women, brother. Okay, I want to know more about when we touch down in Iceland, right? Okay, what are the best places, or where are the best places for us to go to meet Icelandic women that are checking for brothers, or at least cooperative, where we can do our recreational acts with them, brother?
You can definitely go to the bars and the clubs. They have a pretty lit bar and club scene in Reykjavik in Iceland. And it's cool because, the bars and clubs are open till 5 in the morning. So that gives you plenty of time to, go out there and carousal. And yeah, there's a lot of good bars you can go to. Check out the American bar. I actually had bumped into a brother from DC at the American bar, funny enough, and we were chopping it up about how our experiences were going. He had a lot to say too. So check out the American bar, guys. Check out Danish bar. Check out the Irish pub as well. And you can also check out a club called Lux. That's spelled Lux. Lux actually used to be known as Ostur like years ago, but then they changed the name, so it's called Lux now. So yeah, definitely check out all these places, guys. Also hit up Lebowski Bar. They have live music there that I think some of you guys might enjoy, and a lot of these Icelandic women love this live music stuff. So yeah, check it out.
Awesome, bro. Apart from the nightlife scene, what about coffee shops? What about museums? Is that also, are there any other spots in the daytime where we can meet Icelandic women, brother, that are open to me and brothers?
Yeah, absolutely. Check out the museums, guys. You can go to the Perlan Museum. The Perlan Museum, it was crawling with tourists and all bunch of Icelandic women when I was there. You can also go to the National Museum of Iceland, which is also in Reykjavik. So if you want to learn more about the culture, about the Viking history, and how Iceland came to be, and so on and so forth, you can also go to that museum as well. So definitely check those places out, guys. You'll learn more about the history, and there'll definitely be women there for sure. So if you want to do your cold approach thing on, you can definitely do that. Also, there's a lot of really good coffee shops if you walk downtown in Reykjavik. The coffee is pretty expensive over there. Like I said, it's a pretty high priced country overall, but there's definitely going to be women in the coffee shops too. Just be careful how you cold approach them because, like I said, these people are really reserved. So they're not really inclined to engage with strangers. So as long as you're able to really like position yourself in a certain way, I think you can still make something happen. You can also go to the gyms too. I guarantee you, if you step into world class gym, which is one of the gyms they have over there, beautiful gym, 2 floors, swimming pool, volleyball court, everything, women will be staring at you. Because mind you, when I went, I was like the only black guy in the gym. And I think I went 3 or 4 times during the week. And every time I'd walk up to the counter and ask for a day pass, everyone was just staring, like just kind of looking at me. So yeah, they're gonna stare at you, but it's not because they're racist or anything. It's just like they're not used to really seeing a black guy walk in there, because like I said, there's not really many black people there. The only black people there are like the immigrants, and unfortunately, the immigrants aren't able to get the best paying jobs because Icelandic employers are not going to hire an immigrant that doesn't speak Icelandic or English. So unfortunately, a lot of these immigrants aren't able to get the best occupation, so they're not able to afford the best of things. So if you show up in these gyms, if you're showing up with a rental car, if you're showing up eating in a restaurant, the people will know that obviously you're not an immigrant because they know the immigrants who live there can't afford any of these things. So that will also make you stand out. And it'll be more inclined with women to talk to you because they're going to tell automatically that you're not from there. I mean, they're so used to seeing tourists all the time. So one woman told me she can pretty much look around downtown and tell who's a tourist and who's not, just because she's so used to them.
Wow, brother. Let's deconstruct that gym situation where people were staring at you, more particularly the woman, brother. The look they were giving you, brother, right? Was it a checking look, like a look of curiosity? Like, oh, a black man's here. She wants you, brother. Was it that kind of look, brother? And was it a look where you could actually approach them, and be like, hey, how's your day going today, and get a number? Break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, a lot of them, it's a curious look. Also, I had my Boston hat on. So, of course, I was repping my city. So, I could tell a lot of them, they would look at me and then they look up, and I could tell they were looking at my hat. I was like, oh, well, I guess this is a given. They know I'm not from here now.
Incredible, incredible, bro. So, now can you break down, brother, how dates go in Iceland? Because you went out on dates there in Iceland, bro. How is the dynamic between man and woman in these dates? Who pays for these dates, and how does the date go? How do Icelandic women act like in dates? Break it down for us, bro.
So, first things first, there's not really a dating culture in Iceland. I noticed this in Norway too. A lot of these Scandinavian countries, they don't necessarily have a dating culture. It's pretty much more of a hookup culture where if you match with someone on like a dating app like Tinder or like an app called Smitten that a lot of these Scandinavians use, some of them, if they're really interested in meeting you, they won't even ask to meet at a restaurant. Some of them will just invite you straight to their house without even meeting you.
So you're telling me, brother, right? It's sex first before going on dates in Iceland. What?
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't try to ask a girl out to dinner that you just met. She's going to look at you funny because this is not common to go out to dinner on a first date. If you want to get a coffee or a drink, that's acceptable as a first date. But a dinner date, no, for them, that's way too formal. They're not looking for formal. They're looking for casual, chill, relax. Go to a nice bar, go to a nice lounge, nice coffee date. I know you love your coffee date type piece, so coffee date will work. And yeah, you just move accordingly. And then a lot of them, like you don't even have to pay for them too. They will insist on paying. I noticed this in Norway too. A lot of these Scandinavians, because of course they believe everything's 50-50, right? So even when engaging with a stranger on like a first date, they will insist on paying for themselves. And they'll probably go back to your place on the same day too. You just got to be smooth and just ask it and just don't be a weirdo when you do it.
So obviously, brother, we're going to keep it very PG here, but we broke it down more on the Patreon. But when it comes to these first dates, right, as the man, do you let her know, okay, we finished our drink, you tell her verbally, I want to come back to my place or your place to get down to business, to let her know, let's smash, and that's it. Is that how it is, brother?
Yeah, pretty much. You don't have to mention smashing though. Maybe just say like, "Hey, you want to come back to my place? Maybe like watch a movie." They'll get the idea. I mean, this is the way these women think. They're very liberal like that. They think like, "Oh yeah, I'm a 304. It's fine. Like I like being a 304, so it's okay." So yeah, they'll expect you to proposition that.
Wow, incredible. This is a different world out there, brothers. So next question for you, brother, right? Is in terms of looks, right? Actually, before we go on to looks, right? You mentioned feminism is a thing that's very big there, brother. Is it very big there in Iceland to the point where it's a problem, brother?
I would say it's a problem because it's so ingrained in the society. I mean, it's been this way since I think like even before the '60s. Honestly, I mean, like this women empowerment movement has been going on in Iceland for decades, And I think it's so ingrained in the society now where the people don't even truly see it as a problem, even though they acknowledge that there are issues in the society. I mean, Iceland was the first country in the world to elect a female head of state. So if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does.
Hmm. So going on from there, brother, right? Just how good looking are Icelandic women? I think Scandinavia have a stereotype that these are the best looking women in the whole of Europe. And to break it down even further, these are probably the best looking white girls, in the whole of Europe to keep it a stack. Maybe Russia, East Europe can, they can debate that. But when it comes to average looks in general, how good looking are, you know, Icelandic women in the face, bro?
They're very good looking. Like I would say, a lot of them are very attractive. Yeah, a lot of these Scandinavian countries, I noticed a lot of them have the blonde hair, the blue eyes, although some of them do dye it. I do notice a lot of Icelanders, they have a lot of tattoos, which is very common over there because, these people are descendants of the Vikings, right? And, this was common for Vikings to have tattoos and drink a lot. So a lot of these traits have kind of simmered down even to this generation now.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. And what about the body type, brother? Are these women, are they curved right, brother? Or are they slim thick? Are they fat chicks? You know, how is the body right for the brother? You know I love my slim thick gym body chick, brother.
Yeah, yeah, there's plenty of slim, thick chicks there. There's a huge CrossFit culture there. So CrossFit is like super popular, especially with the women over there. And this fitness culture is very hyped up over there. So like everyone tries their best to be in shape. They're very into like following different diets and things like that to, maintain a good body fat percentage. Like I remember I met one woman, she did jujitsu, and another woman, she was a vegetarian, so she had the vegetarian diet going on. So you'll see a lot of these people are very physically fit and very in tune with health. Like health and wellness is something that Icelanders are very big proponents of, which actually I give them a shout out for that because I personally am into health and wellness myself. And I think for any human being, health and wellness is very congruent to self improvement and bettering yourself, like not just physically, but mentally as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, bro. So when it comes to communication between a brother, a passport bro, and Icelandic woman, right? Do we have to know Icelandic language, or is English enough to speak with them, brother?
You don't need to learn Icelandic unless you really want to get a job in Iceland with an Icelandic company. Then you'll have to learn Icelandic because no Icelandic employer is going to hire you if you don't speak Icelandic. Thus, the immigrants are having problems getting good jobs and trying to find good housing because a lot of them don't speak Icelandic, and Icelandic is a hard language to learn. But if you're a brother just traveling and visiting, just staying for a short time, no, English is just fine. Everyone there speaks perfect English. I mean, they learn it in school. They watch a lot of like American and British films and TVs to practice English as well. And they'll be excited to talk to you in English because they want to practice with you. So that's another way you can kind of, if you want a cold approach, that's another way to do it.
Awesome, bro. When it comes to, obviously, we know it's a majority white country, right? But there are some pockets of, non-white people there, non-Icelandic people there, bro. So did you see women that were not white there, brother? And were these women checking for brothers, brother?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I saw a few black people there, not very many. I also met some women from Venezuela. Subscribe, subscribe to IP Shorts to see the video breakdown about that. But yeah, yeah, there's many people from many different countries and ethnicities there.
Venezuelan woman in Iceland, brother. Were they checking for you, brother, and brothers in general?
Yeah, absolutely. Like the Venezuelan women I met said they're not really into Icelandic men because Icelandic men are very cold, and naturally Venezuelan culture is, very warm, very light, very, feminine, very submissive. It was cool because one of these Venezuelan women I met, I actually met her from Instagram, and we met, got a coffee, we talked, and she ended up coming back to my place and cooking me lunch. So yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Hold that thought there, Mr. Sam. Shout out to the first super chat of tonight. And this is 50 minutes in. We got over 140 people, and only one super chat has come through right now. Brothers, we got to support this channel a lot more. I am providing solutions for you, brothers, man. Right? Solutions. How many countries have I touched upon on this channel? Over 65 countries on this channel, providing you solutions, man. So you got to support, brothers. Please support the movement. That'd be greatly appreciated. Shout out to you, Sammy Jones, for the $20 super chat. Question for the interviewee: were the women there tall or average? Also, IP or anyone who has been to Germany. You mentioned Hamburg, but would you recommend Cologne as well? Keep doing your thing, IP. So you answered the first question there, Mr. Sam.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, many of the women are tall, but some of them are average as well. So I think it's a mixture. You'll see mostly tall Icelandic men versus tall Icelandic women. That's what I noticed. Like I've noticed there's more tall Icelandic men who really got the lucky end of the stick with those Viking genes. And there's a few tall Icelandic women, but not as compared to the men. No.
Okay, awesome, bro. Thanks for that breakdown. IP or anyone who's been to Germany. Sam hasn't been to Germany. If I'm mistaken, let me know, Sam. Uh, would you recommend Cologne as well? Yes, I've heard good things about Cologne, but I've not been there. But I heard that the women there in Cologne are indeed checking for brothers. So, yeah, I recommend Cologne as well, bro. I appreciate you, Sammy. Thank you, bro. So, awesome live stream so far. So, brother, you were dealing with Venezuelan women, Icelandic women. That's great. Any jealousy towards you from Icelandic men? You know, when they saw you walking around with a Venezuelan woman or an Icelandic woman, brother?
No, none, none. The Icelandic men that I was able to interact with, they were pretty cool. Yeah, like I remember one of them actually approached me when I was at the bar, and like he spoke to me in Icelandic, and I was just like, "I'm sorry, I don't speak Icelandic." And then he just automatically switched to English. So, "Oh, I'm sorry. Where are you from?" And then I told him I was from the States, and we kind of struck up a conversation. So yeah, he was cool. And I remember another Icelandic man. I was like walking down the street. He was a young guy and he looked over to me. He started speaking to me in Icelandic. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Icelandic. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say, you have a nice jacket. Your jacket looks cool. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah, no jealousy. All the Icelandic men I interacted with, they were cool.
Awesome, bro. So, um, obviously, this is a very liberal country, Iceland, right, bro? So I'm assuming, right, they wouldn't care if a man had a main. So let's say there's a Icelandic woman, right? She's got a boyfriend or husband, and he wants to have two other girlfriends that are Japanese and South Korean, right? She wouldn't care at all. Or would that be a problem, brother? This polygamy situation, brother.
No, it's going to be a problem. A lot of these women, they want like monogamous relationships. So you're only dedicated and committed to them. And you do see that there are some polyamorous couples over there, like these swingers, but for the most part, no. It's not going to go like, oh, like the man is open and the woman is closed. No, they're going to say, like, oh, if you can do it, then so can I. Because remember, they believe men and women are equal, right? So whatever a man can do, they believe a woman can also do.
Wow, I strongly disagree with that, man.
Yeah.
That's too liberal.
Mm-mm.
Wow. So next question for you, brother, is body count. You know, God forbid that any of us brothers marry a high body count chick. High body count chicks are just nasty. To keep it PG. Um, can we find low body count chicks in Iceland, brother? Or does the average woman in Iceland have a high body count? Keep it a stack with us, brother. Keep it a
I'm going
stack.
to keep the stack. Yeah, the average woman in Iceland has a high body count. Because remember, like, there's no shame in being a 304. A lot of them are almost encouraged by their parents and, people at school and people in university to behave this way. So, because there's no shame stopping them from doing this, they're going to be as 304 liberated as they possibly can. Therefore, the body counts naturally are going to be high. Now, I'm not saying all Icelandic women have high body counts, but we got to go off of probability, right? So if there's a probability that majority of the women are 3 or 4 liberated and encouraged to behave this way, then most likely they're going to have high body counts.
Damn. And brother, this is probably, the high body count region of the entire world. You could probably come across a chick that's 25 that has a body count of 150 dudes. No cap. I know that sounds crazy, but 200, 150 minimum for some of these chicks, brothers, man. That's disgusting, brothers. That is absolutely nasty, fam. Nah, fam. Disgusting, bruv. So going on from there, brother, right? We're looking for wives, bro, right? And long-term girlfriends as possible, bro. Ultimately, want to settle down, build a legacy, build a family. Be on our Genghis Khan ish, bro, right? Can we find a wife in Iceland? And Icelandic women wifeable in your opinion? Keep it a stat, brother. If they aren't wifeable, tell us why they aren't wifeable, brother. Break it down.
Smashable, but not wifeable. No. Why I say that they're smashable but not wifeable is because a lot of them will be checking for you and they will feel like they're trying something new, because some of them, they do fetish, some of them, over black men. So, they'll be very engaged to take you back to their place or have you take them back to your place. But as far as being a wife goes, no, because these women don't believe in this traditional convention of being a wife. Many of them don't even believe in marriage. Many of them will tell you that they don't want to ever get married, but they do want to have kids. That's what a lot of them are going to tell you. And the thing is, because 70% of Icelandic babies are born out of wedlock, meaning that a lot of these people are not getting married because many of them don't believe in it. They don't believe in these traditional conventions, almost as though they're trying to go against the grain of nature itself.
So, would you say, brother, the future of America is Iceland?
I wouldn't say so, because the thing about America is there's feminism here for sure. It's strong in America for sure, but not to the same degree as Iceland, because these Icelandic women walk the feminism like they talk it. Now, what do I mean by this? Meaning that they're not incentivized to have men pay for their dates. They want to pay themselves. And if you try to pay for them, they're going to feel a little offended and they're going to look at you like you're crazy. Like, why do you have to pay for me? I can pay for myself. You think I don't have money? This is what they will say. But in America, a woman, like in Boston, where I'm from, I've gone on plenty of dates here. And it's funny, a lot of these women will say, oh, yeah, I'm a feminist, I'm liberal, blah, 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 blah. And then as soon as the bill comes, they just sit back and expect me to pay, which in definition is not feminism, right? Because feminism means men and women are equal. Therefore, many women in America, they yell feminism, but many of them truly don't know what it means, and they don't even walk these tenets of feminism like they talk it. However, in Iceland, they do walk it like they talk it. And when they tell you they're a feminist, they mean it, like they are feminist to the core. Versus in America, where women say they're feminists, but they just scream it loud and then they just, burn their apparel in the street and they do the 304 walk. I'm not going to say the word, but in Iceland, you don't see this burning of, women's undergarments. You don't see, women, having these
Pink
304
hats.
marches.
Or those stupid pink hats.
Yeah, or those pink hats. I'm not going to say what those hats are, but I think everyone knows what those pink hats are. No, in Iceland, you won't see that because the society has already been ingrained for decades to adopt this feminist utopia. But it's far from a utopia because Iceland still has many problems.
Damn. Great breakdown there, bro. So they're not wifeable, okay? And I'm also assuming, brother, that submission and femininity is non-existent in Icelandic women, brother.
Femininity you will find because these women, from an outside perspective, when you look at them and you see them, they look feminine because a lot of them, they dress very well. Like they don't dress with like sweatpants. They don't want to look like bums. A lot of them dress to impress, even when they're just walking down the street to get a cup of coffee. And even in the gyms, you'll see that when you speak to them, when you engage with them, they speak very softly. Most of them are very shy. And especially because you're a brother, you're a stranger, they're going to be even more shy. So they don't speak loud and obnoxious and boisterous. They speak very low. Now, when they're drinking, of course, then they can be a little rowdy. But from a day-to-day perspective, these women seem feminine. But when you get to the mindset, when you actually like sit down for coffee with an Icelandic chick and you're engaging and you're talking to her, then you realize the feminism's coming out.
Damn. So it's a very wealthy country, Iceland, brother. Did you come across a wealthy, rich, wealthy woman in Iceland, brother? And are these women checking for brothers?
I didn't come across any rich Icelandic women. However, one Icelandic woman I did meet, she was kind of like driving me around and showing me all these like unique places in the city. And when we were driving, then she turns to me and she says, "Okay, so now, Sam, I'm going to take you to the richest neighborhood in Reykjavik where the celebrities and the actors and the millionaires live." I was like, "Wait, you're going to take me there right now?" She's like, "Yes, I'm going to drive you there right now." So she turns the wheel and she drives into this super ritzy, very affluent looking neighborhood with like these huge mansion looking houses. And I'm just like, whoa, so this is where like all the 1% of Iceland live? She's like, yes, this is where they live. So like I saw like wealth there like on a whole other level. But I didn't meet any like rich Icelandic women. No.
Okay, awesome, bro. Um, what about religion? Is that a thing there in Iceland, and how serious do they take it, brother?
On paper, it's a Lutheran Christian country, but many of the people in general don't practice this religion at all. Most of them you speak to will say they're either atheist or agnostic, and that they don't believe in any higher power or God or anything like that. But on paper, it's still a Lutheran country because a lot of the babies that are born, they get baptized in the Lutheran church. And then after that, most of them will never set foot in the church again.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, social media, brother. Um, Obviously that's not awesome. Iceland has gone down the drain about in regards to total, you know, liberalism, and total full on liberalism is the destruction of societies and countries. So, when it comes to brother, you know, um, social media, right? Is that a problem there? The TikToks, the Instagrams, the Snapchat, the vain and obsessive, self-absorbed woman, brother.
I would say not to the same degree as America because I think American women are like the OGs of social media consumption to the core. So I wouldn't say it's that much of a problem there because the people, like the women especially, they're not really incentivized to feel like, oh, like I can get any option I want from a DM from some guy off Instagram or anything like that. No, because for them, they believe that a woman can provide and get the bag and get the paper herself. So why does she need a man to trick after her? Like for them, it's just not a concept that they're familiar with. So I wouldn't say it's a problem like it is in America.
Mm, mm. Okay. Um, Now, let me ask this, brother, right? Online dating. Okay. How was that in Iceland? Did you use it? What apps did you use? What websites did you use, brother? What was your success rate? Break it down for us, bro.
You can use Tinder over there. A lot of these Icelandic girls are on Tinder. You can also use an app called Smitten. It's a Scandinavian app, so obviously most of you probably have never heard of it. But a lot of people in Denmark, in Sweden, in Norway, and Iceland, they use this app. I mean, it's not great, obviously, because it's a small demographic on there with only 4 countries, but some people are still on there, so you never know. You might get lucky. You can also use Instagram. I used Instagram to meet some women as well. Just make sure you have a decent profile and you don't look weird. But yeah,
Okay. Brother, was it successful for you, brother? Did you get a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of good replies? And was your and the woman you liked, brother, did they like you back? Break it down, brother, your personal experience.
yeah, it was very successful. I was actually like matching with women and talking to them at least like maybe a week or two before I got there. So I was already like setting up dates and things like that and like marking my calendar for when to meet this person, what time to meet that person, what day to meet this person. So yeah, it was pretty successful overall. So I was able to meet up with like different women every day when I was there.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So next question for you, bro, is okay. So are Icelandic women materialistic?
Not to the same degree as American women are. Like, sure, they're materialistic in the sense that they want nice things, but they don't expect you to buy it for them. Because remember, these people are very egalitarian. So even if you if you tried to buy them something nice, if it's not their birthday or it's not a special occasion, they're gonna be like, "Why are you buying this for me? I can buy this for myself." So from that standpoint, I wouldn't say they're materialistic, but they do appreciate the finer things. Because remember, Iceland's a very expensive country, so a lot of these people have high salaries and they work hard to make their money. So what are they going to do? They're going to spend it on really nice things that are materialistic.
Okay. Awesome, bro. Going on from there, brother. Um, so tell me five things, brother, you like about Icelandic women. If there is five things, if it's possible.
Despite the crazy feminism they have over there. From an outside perspective, at least I can give them the fact that most of them try to be feminine, which I think is going back to their biological imperative because they know that the more feminine they are, the more naturally they feel in their skin because they're women. I mean, this is their biological imperative is to be feminine. And despite the fact that they believe men and women are equal, a lot of them still have feminine traits versus like, being quiet, soft spoken, a little shy, a little girly. They love to put on makeup and dress up and to dress up well, just to impress. That I will give them. So yeah, that's one thing. But I mean, aside from that, I can't think of many other like positive things to say.
So, brother, tell me, right, five horrible things that you don't like about, or five things you don't like about Icelandic women.
Well, for one thing, I don't like that the feminism is too much and it's all in your face. And to the point where I'm very sure if you lived there for a long period of time and you were dating these women, they would do their best to convert you to the feminist team, to fully ingrain you with what the Icelandic men is already ingrained to be, a strong male feminist. So that's one thing that I don't like about them. Another thing I don't like about them is that there is a certain type of inability for them to see your perspective. What do I mean by this? I mean, if you're a brother who's traditional, who came from a conservative family, they will not even attempt to understand where you're coming from, where you're getting your viewpoints from, where you get your mindset from. Because to them, they have the exact opposite of the conservative mindset. They have a liberal mindset. And for them, the liberal mindset is the only mindset that makes sense, and they will not relent on this. They won't bend, they won't break, they won't change. And number three, another thing I don't like is that they're not submissive. They're absolutely not submissive. They're very feminine for sure, but they're not submissive. They will never submit to you. Whether you're their domestic partner, boyfriend, husband, it will change nothing. So that's another thing I don't like about them.
So, would you say, brother, right? They are feminists in the streets, but submissive in the sheets.
Absolutely. I would argue the only place an Icelandic woman will follow your lead is in the bedroom space. Aside from that, like you can forget about it. Like they will not submit to you at all. And if you try to implement any sense of traditionalism, they will take off. They will ditch. They will ghost. They will peace out. Because for them, traditionalism is like slavery. And the last thing a woman wants in Iceland is to submit because to them that's almost like degrading. It's like slavery. It's like the lowest form of low that a woman can be because they believe men and women are equal. And this is becoming a problem in Iceland because now you have Icelandic men who are trying to implement traditionalism when they get married, especially when a kid comes in the picture. This is what several Icelandic women have told me, that they have Icelandic friends, women, who they got married or they had a kid with an Icelandic man, and then the Icelandic man all of a sudden, he changed. What happened? He went from being a male feminist to trying to implement some traditionalism, telling the woman like, hey, clean up the place, have some food ready when I get home. I'm going to go to work. See you in the evening. And these women are getting angry because this is not what they're used to. They're not accustomed to being put in their biological imperative place.
Damn. Wow. That country needs help, bruv. That country it needs a Lord. Flipping heck. When Christ comes down from heaven one day, may he go to Iceland first to fix that country, man. That country is in tatters. Um, so next question for you, bro, right? Is cold approaching, brother. Did you cold approach Icelandic women in Iceland? And did women cold approach you as well? If so, what's your method of cold approaching, brother? What do you say? How do you do things? Break it down for us, bro.
I didn't cold approach. I already had too many options from Instagram and Tinder, so I didn't really need to cold approach. However, if you're a brother who likes to cold approach, I would definitely say, the bars and the clubs are your best bet. And then also go to the museum as well. There's a lot of tourists who will be in the museum, so you'll probably run into women from all over the world, not just women from Iceland, which is a good thing, I think, in my opinion. And then also when you go to the gyms, obviously people are going to be staring at you. Like you're probably going to be one of the only black people there. So that will give you another way to kind of cold approach, maybe. Because at World Class Gym, I strongly advise you guys to check out World Class. It's one of the gyms they have there, really nice gym. They have like a smoothie bar and a little bit of a lounge area. So you never know. A woman walks by, she's getting a smoothie too. You can just look at her and start speaking English, and naturally she's going to be curious as to where you're from because you're not speaking Icelandic, you're speaking English. So you can kind of take it from there. Even if you like go to like a pharmacy, or like you'll see beautiful women everywhere you go. That's one thing I noticed. There's always beautiful women everywhere. And I think the Icelandic men are just so used to it that they just take it for granted completely.
Wow. So, how should men dress in Iceland, bro? Do we come through wearing, Sean John jeans, Echo jumper, 4XO white tees, Timberland boots, gold teeth, gold chain, a Boston snapback, some blue and pink bandana, like Cameron from Dipset back in 2003, you know, and a Gucci belt, or do we come through wearing a suit, just casually, some brown chinos, a white tee? Break it down for us, bro, to get women.
Definitely don't dress like a hip hop star. No, that won't really you'll probably scare the women away. Yeah. I mean, they're checking for brothers, but you don't have to come with all that. Yeah, but you can definitely wear a suit when you go to the club because there's some upscale lounges there where people are dressed pretty well. So yeah, I mean, a suit would definitely, I think, work if you're going out Friday, Saturday night. Yeah, but you can also just dress smart, casual. Have a decent, pair of jeans on or khakis or whatever. Nice shirt, decent shoes. It's not too hard to come up with a decent wardrobe. So yeah, just go with your style, but make sure it's a style that's befitting, not a style befitting a degenerate or a bum.
Okay. And when it comes to shoes, bro, Tim boots, Jordans, or a nice pair of, boat shoes, suit shoes. What kind of shoes did you wear, brother, for us?
I wouldn't wear Tim's over there personally. I mean, Jordans you could probably get away with, but yeah, I mean, just a nice pair of dress shoes that should be fine. Yeah, I wouldn't go with the Tim's though.
Mm, mm. Yeah, we don't want that New York Wu-Tang Clan look over there in Iceland,
Yeah.
brothers. Drop the Tims, man. You brothers love Tims out there in New York, huh? All right, so next question for you, bro. So you touched upon the nightlife when it came to getting women, brother. What about the nightlife in terms of experience, entertainment, what kind of music they play, and when they play rap songs, do the Icelandic women or people say the N word, brother, when it comes to rap songs, brother?
I didn't hear anyone say the N word. But yeah, I mean, there's so many different venues and bars and clubs in downtown Reykjavik that you can get a little bit of a taste of everything. If you go to the American bar, they have like a dance floor with a DJ. And so, he'll be playing a bunch of different tunes. You go to Lux, the nightclub, they're going to be playing hip hop pretty much most of the night. And yeah, if you go to Lebowski Bar, they have like live music, so people performing music live. So you can definitely check that out if you're into that stuff. Or if you go to the Irish pub, they also have live music as well. So you can get a little bit of a taste of everything depending on where you go. And like the clubs don't close till like 5 a.m. So you're gonna have plenty of time to like get a bit of a taste of everything. And there's no cover charges anywhere either. So you can literally go to as many places without paying to get in at the door.
Fantastic, bro. So I know you were only in Reykjavik, Iceland, brother, but from what you heard, from what women told you, or what people told you in Iceland, are there any other cities in Iceland where the women are also checking for brothers?
You can check out Akureyri. Akureyri is the second city in Iceland. There's basically only two cities in Iceland. The rest are towns and villages, basically. So Reykjavik and Akureyri. So Akureyri, they call it the capital of the north because it's way, 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 way up north. And Reykjavik is way, 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 way down south. But everyone goes to Reykjavik, obviously, because that's, the larger city. But you could check out Akureyri. You can see what you can find there. Yeah. But if I were you, I'd stick to Reykjavik and go from there.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, bro, is what's the ratio of women to men there in Iceland? Is it more women than men, more men than women, or is it 50-50, brother?
I would say it's 50-50 because I was like looking around like at the gyms where I was at, the bars, the clubs, downtown. It's very 50-50. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, bro. So, brother, are there any dangers, right, to be aware of in what's it called in Iceland, brother?
Yeah, just be careful downtown late at night. I mean, I felt absolutely safe. I was walking around 4 a.m. Nothing happened to me. But I have heard stories that there have been stabbings. These stabbings are almost always drug related. So if you're a brother who stays away from that stuff, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. But nevertheless, that has been happening. So be careful about that. The interesting thing in Iceland, the police don't even carry guns, which I thought was very interesting. I noticed this in Norway as well. Overall, it's a very safe country, but unfortunately, the drug epidemic has caused a lot of violent crime. So there have been stabbings. So just be careful.
Okay, brother. Is this like a gang stuff, or is this like an actual epidemic where the average Icelandic people or person is taking that yayo?
It's gang stuff for the most part. Yeah, because a lot of these Icelanders are unemployed, can't find housing, can't get an income to sustain themselves. So some of them turn to selling drugs, and then unfortunately, these lead to other problems, and then the stabbings happen, and then so on. Yeah, this Icelandic girl told me like every single time she's heard about a stabbing, it was always most of the time drug related.
Fantastic. Obviously not fantastic. I just say that as a filler word. I love just getting on to the next question. So, next question for you, brother, is should brothers travel alone or in a group to Iceland, brother?
You can travel alone. It's pretty safe overall. You can travel with a group too. That would be a lot of fun. The American brother I met from DC at the bar on Saturday night, he was actually with a group of his friends from DC. And they were telling me that they were having a really good time. And it was funny, like towards the end of the night, like I saw him like leaving to the other end of the bar holding hands with some really good looking Icelandic chick. And I like made eye contact. I was like, yo, I see you, man. He's like, yes, sir. And he just kept it moving. Never saw him again the rest of the night. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome, bro. Yes, sir. Fantastic, man. Brothers living good, eating good, making great money, living great lives, man. I want to see brothers do well worldwide, man. That's awesome. So, Mr. Sam, those are my questions for you, bro. You answered that very well and eloquently. Appreciate you, bro. You had a great time in Iceland. I'm happy that you're enjoying traveling, bro. So we got 40 more minutes left until we reach the 2 hour mark. I'm going to open up the phone lines, brothers, to ask you questions. So, brothers, when you call in, only ask questions about Iceland, okay, to our guests. Please be respectful. Any disrespect will result in swift punishment and potentially a permanent ban from this channel. Don't be stupid. No swearing, no N-word use, no explicit talk. Go on a Patreon to hear that about Iceland. Keep it respectful. and we shall have a great conversation. So, before I open up the phone lines, as you know, I'm going to be teaching Python next week. Okay, so go and join my Python course on the Patreon if you want to kickstart your IT career and get that skill set under your belt. I'll be teaching beginners and intermediate Python to you brothers for a brother. Okay, so you must be a black man to join my Python course. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, so if you're listening to this live stream and you're not black, you can't join my Python course. Okay, you must be a black man. Okay, not a black woman, not a non-black man or a non-black woman, a black man to get into my Python course. Okay, so go into my Patreon. Okay, and check that out real quick. Okay, and join the tier you can see on the screen. Okay, I'm looking forward to teaching you, brothers. The spaces are filling up. The spaces are filling up. Okay, fantastic. Once again, book your IT consultations if you're serious about IT, traveling, living remotely, having that international passport lifestyle, being a passport bro, Japan, in South Korea, and in South America, in Iceland, man. You need to be in IT to get that, brother. So go into the Calendly link in the live stream chat to book your IT consultation. Cop the merch, okay, on the Teespring page. Copy t-shirt, a hoodie. Any support will be greatly appreciated. Hit the like button. Of course, make sure you definitely join the Patreon to hear the explicit, X-rated, raw, unfiltered intel. And Sam will tell you, man, these chicks are beyond freaks. That's even a word, beyond freaks, man. So that's on the Patreon, the explicit X-rated version in regards to Icelandic women in the bedroom. What was I gonna say? And yes, brothers, of course, let's have a great calling show and let's get it cracking, man. Fantastic. So let me get the phone lines open and let's get uh the uh the link open, okay? So anyone that's saying that, I don't know where you're from, Cedric. Okay, let me know in the live stream chat. The reason why it's for brothers is because we need that economic boost. We need that sort of foundation. Things are not going right for black men in the West, man. And let's keep it a stack. Institutional racism has held black men back, in Africa, in the West. So we need to be uplifting ourselves up. Anyone got a problem with that? Take it up with the white people and the Asian people that have continuously, put barriers in place of black men to stop us from achieving our true potential. If y'all got a problem with that, take up with them. You know, it's funny. It's funny how none of y'all will fight for us in real life, man. You ain't got our backs when we've been discriminated by the police, the education system, society. Now the passport bro is popping off, right? Y'all want to just come in, right, and say that IP that ain't fair. Life ain't fair, bruv. Life wasn't fair in America, where brothers were getting deleted in the street back in the 50s and 60s and 40s. Jim Crow, you know, the education system, things that are holding us back from getting that wealth. Where were y'all at? Where were y'all at, man? We've had to fight, sweat, blood by blood, sweat by sweat, just to get to where we are today in 2023, and we still ain't got to the top yet. So we need to have attention and resources to uplift disenfranchised black men in the West. Cedric, now the guy that said that it's not fair, he's quiet now. See, when we start speaking the truth, all you do is that talk that jazz. You go running off. The passport brothers, we ain't no fools, man. We ain't no fools. I'm sick and tired as to how y'all never back up, never back us up in real life, man. You look at the stats in America. in the UK, in Canada, the brothers ain't doing too good. It ain't doing too good, man. We need that wealth, that upliftment. We need that betterment. And this channel, right, has to prioritize, right, you know, the upliftment and the rise of disenfranchised brothers. Shout out to Theo with all the IT work he's doing, right? Theo's doing a lot of work for brothers in IT. I'm doing work for brothers for IT. I just had, 5 meetings this week going through one brother's CV, continuous meetings. I've got brothers' jobs in IT. I've changed brothers' lives. And said you're getting blocked, bro, because I don't have time for trolls, bruv. I don't have time for it, man. Let me bring in Mr. JM in the background. What's going on, JM? How you doing, bro?
Hey man, I just wanted to. I was trying to quickly sign up for the PayPal because I wanted to super chat, or I guess for lack of a better term, super chat. But I wanted to quickly just touch on what you said about the passport bro phenomena and them hating the brothers. You are absolutely true about that. I've been in this manosphere space for over a decade, and the white people have been doing this for decades, and there was no problem, no issue, none whatsoever. As soon as it became popular with the brothers, now you're hearing all these videos, and it's slick hate. They won't say, "Oh, they don't want the brothers to do it." They'll just say that it's fruitless to do this. Women are saying everywhere, you shouldn't do this, yada yada yada, and we know why they're saying this. I'm not sure if you saw my email today, IP, but I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to talk to you about the. Sorry about that. I wanted to talk to you about Thailand, the Philippines. But while I was in Thailand, I did experience some of that hate from the other expatriates, right, that were not brothers. So I just wanted to quickly touch up on that. But not to deviate from the stream, I know it's about Icelandic women. I wanted to talk quickly, right, with you, brother. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. What's your name, sir?
Sam.
Sam. Okay, so I see you have a very similar build to mine, right? And I wanted to ask, right, is that the build that's like desired over there in Iceland? I noticed that in the Asian countries they prefer a slimmer build. They see you as like a big. They call you bodybuilder if you're like built like that. So I just want to know, is that more of like the ideal male physique right over there in Iceland, or do they want a slimmer build, or what is it?
Honestly, either or is okay with them because they have like a lot of those strongman competitions there, and the strongman competitions are like hugely popular over there. So you see like these really big, jacked Icelandic men, like giant men who are like bench lifting like crazy amounts of weight. There's actually an Icelandic actor. He played the Mountain on Game of Thrones. He's from there and he lives there. And there's a lot of men who kind of resemble his build, but you also see men who are like more slim, and still muscular. So I think either or is okay with them. I think as long as you're in decent shape, they value that because this health and wellness thing is it's huge for them, which is something positive I will say about them.
All right. The second question I had for you was that, and by the way, IP, cut me off if need to be. I know that I tend to be a little bit long-winded, so just cut me off if I'm speaking too long. But the second question I have for you is that, is this essentially a country full of male feminists? Like, will the men essentially white knight for the women? Like, did you experience any of that? Like, can you touch up on that?
A lot of the men you talk to will identify as feminists, but they will definitely not white knight for the women. The reason why is because there's no sense of chivalry in Iceland. Like I remember an Icelandic woman told me, like no Icelandic man has ever held a door for her or put a coat over her when it was cold ever in her life. She never experienced that until she came to New York City. So there's no sense of chivalry. So these men will not white knight for the women because they believe, of course, that men and women are equal. So why should they even white knight for them? Why should they show, this unnecessary kindness to them? Like one woman told me, like a lot of these Icelandic men, what they'll do at bars, they'll like buy the woman a drink and think that that's all they need to like take the girl home. and then the girl obviously just takes the free drink and then just bounces, and then the Icelandic guy gets angry. So no, they're definitely not going to white knight. But when you talk to them, they'll say that they're feminists. But I think they do that because, as a society, this is what they're told they have to do. They have to be feminists.
I see. I think personally, I mean, this sounds, in some ways a little bit better than America because you said the women are actually true feminists. So I think this is kind of a place to have fun, but not to find a wife. Personally, what I will also say is that do the women appreciate chivalry, or do they like? I think you mentioned before they don't actually like. You said that the woman didn't get her door open for her when she was in America. Was she like annoyed that that happened, or did she appreciate it, or like should I just essentially move like the Icelanders do, or can I actually engage in some what chivalry would be?
No, she said she loved it. She loved that sense of chivalry, which is why that she's been going back and forth from like New York to like Iceland for like years, because like her biggest fear, she said, from a young age was being trapped in Iceland forever. And because the Icelandic men are not chivalrous, she decided she's not going to date them, which she had this idea in 2014, and she hasn't relented. She hasn't dated an Icelandic man since. So if you still move like an American, showing chivalry, opening the door, they'll love that. That's actually going to stand out. Like I noticed in Norway, I was doing this too. I was holding the door open for women and doing all these things, and the women were like shocked, but they were so happy because they were like, Sam, like no Norwegian man has ever even asked me to dinner because these things are just unconventional.
All right, I'm a little bit confused.
Sorry, bro. Let me read a super chat real quick. And brothers, feel free to call in. There is space on the panel. Hold on there. Let me just put the calling link in the live stream chat again. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Chotomatic aside. Hold on, brothers. Wait a minute, please, in Japanese. Give me 1 second, please. Hold on. Hold on. Pen, let me read the super chat. Shout out to Mr. Jams, okay, for the £2 super chat. I appreciate you, Jams, for the support. Respect IP, mate. Saving lives, literally as usual. Thank you, Jams. UK brother in the house. Appreciate you, Jams, for the support. Salute. Thank you very much, bro, for the support. All right, awesome, bro. Carry on, JM.
All right. I'm just a little bit confused by what he said there because it sounded like the woman didn't want chivalry, and it sounded like she was she's atypical, like she's an outlier. But now you're making it seem like a lot of the women prefer that. So I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I thought you said they were feminists and they were like true feminists, but it sounds like they still want chivalry. Like I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
That's the problem with these people. They tell you they're true feminists, but deep down they still want that chivalry. Like I heard even in Sweden, there was a Swedish chick once I talked to. She even told me the same thing. She's like, yeah, like in Sweden, like men pay for their own half of the date, women pay for their own half. But deep down, the women want the man to pay, but they'll never allow the man to do it because as a society, like that's not what you're supposed to do. Because these are very egalitarian societies. So a lot of these women feel like they'll be kind of shamed if they even like speak that they want that chivalry, because it's just not that common. So yes, they are true feminists from a surface level, but deep down, obviously because, they're women and that's the biological imperative of women, right? To want a man who is, stronger than them, more competent, a protector, a provider, and someone who shows them chivalry, which effectively kind of like messes up their feminist psyche, right? Because as a society, they say, oh, men and women are equal, therefore no one gets higher treatment than the other. But this just simply is not true. I mean, their own actions don't show it. When you show up as an American and you're showing them chivalry, you're not doing what the Icelandic men are doing. So they're going to check for that more for you because of that.
So it's essentially an SHIT test. Like they say that, but then deep down, if you're insistent and you were really insistent, they would not only let you do that, but they would prefer that.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is what one woman told me. She said this egalitarian society, this feminist utopia that Iceland has done a really good PR job of showing to the world actually is not fully true. It's a facade. It's like a mirage. It's an illusion because a lot of these women don't truly feel this way.
Wow. Okay. The next thing I have is about the weather. You went recently?
Yeah. I went mid-August. Yeah, mid-late August.
Okay. And it was how was the weather? Cold or like how like would you have to dress like you would in New York back in the winter, or is it or are you okay dressing how you are now, or how?
I would say dress like it's like fall on the East Coast. So like it's not going to be snowing in the summertime. It's going to be like a little chilly during the day, but all you'll need is like a light, like Columbia, or like a light like Ralph Lauren jacket, and you should be fine. You won't need like a heavy coat or anything like that. Because I remember like I would sometimes dress like too many layers. One day like I went outside, I had like a sweater and another jacket on top, and like I was like sweating because it was a little too toasty. It wasn't too cold. So I realized that like it's good to pack as many layers as possible because the weather is very unpredictable. But during the summer, for the most part, it's kind of like fall on the East Coast where it's a little chilly, but it's not like super cold.
Okay. Another question that I have is: are the women like when you deal with the women, right? Are they persistent with like with you getting a relationship with them after you deal with them in the bedroom? Like I notice here in America, sometimes right when you deal with women here and you deal with them in the bedroom, they just assume that you're going to wipe them up after that, and obviously I'm not doing that. So is the same in Iceland? Is the same true in Iceland, or um, like, or even if it is true, if they do want you to wipe them up, will they be mad if you don't? Like, how does that work? Um,
They don't want you to wife them up too quickly. They want to keep hooking up with you first, and then eventually they'll bring up the question. But it'll never come up too quickly because these women, they value their independence more than anything. And for them, getting into a relationship too quickly is like taking their independence away. And that's the last thing that these feminists want over there.
are they debaucherous like American women? So are they like dealing with multiple men? Is that like a common scenario?
I would say some of them are, but some of them they'll only like to hook up with the same man over and over again. And then eventually they're gonna pop the question like, "Hey, so what are we? Like I want to be your girlfriend. I like you." But from the rip, it'll never happen that way. They'll never insist on having a relationship with you too early. They'll just want to keep hooking up with you first. This is the way these people think.
JM, two more questions, bro, before I drop you off.
Okay. The first question I have is related to the PayPal because I just signed one up and I sent it. Did you receive it?
Let me check now. Hold on, bro. Oh, this flipping 2FA. Oh my gosh, it's getting a bit ridiculous now.
I had to do the same thing. It was really
My goodness, bruv. Every these 2FAs, man. Oh, bruv. I already did it twice already. No, 4 times. Flipping heck. That means English slang.
I know the lingo. I know the lingo now. I've been hearing your streams long enough to pick up the British lingo.
Shout out to Mr. Shinobu for the £3. That's you, brother. Thank you very much for the £3.86 PayPal donation. Read the super chat. Read the super chat. Okay. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated for the support, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say, dude, you're the first and only YouTuber that I've ever super chatted or PayPal'd or anything in my life, and I've been on the platform for a decade and a half. I kind of feel like everyone here is a grifter, so I never wanted to. I mean, there was times where I was tempted, and then they kind of proved me over time. I was proven right, but I think with you, you actually care about brothers, and I know this because you could definitely expand your income if you were to just give your teachings and all that stuff right to everyone as opposed to just brothers exclusively. So you're purposely handicapping your potential income and growth, right? By just focusing on brothers. I mean that alone told me that you're an actual genuine brother. So just let you know you're the first and so far only person I've ever super chatted on this platform. So
Thank you. Thank you, JM. Yeah, brothers, you understand that I'm losing a lot of income. I probably should be on 100K subs right now, a lot more views. If I was focusing on everyone, but if I was to do so right, I don't think it would be fair, you know, to give the true experience as to how things are for us abroad. Because I find like white men are treated differently, in certain countries, in definitely in Thailand, in Asia, in South America, and we're treated differently. So if I was to bring on like different white guests all the time, and they say their experiences, can we relate to their experience? Because we know that there's colorism around the world. We know that white men are treated differently by women all around the world. But what about the personal experience of a black man and a brother? So I think it's very important that we get stories as to how brothers are treated, and we can actually relate to that and say, okay, if he's treated like that, it's likely that I'll be treated like that. We can't relate to white men. I'll keep it stack. We can't relate to Asian men. We all get treated differently. That's how the world is. I don't like it, but we have to face reality there. So I had to be smart about it. I could be earning a lot more money right now, a lot more views, but first I am a black man first and foremost. This information also helps me as well. I'm going to rewatch Sam's stream tomorrow, take some notes down. If Sam was a white man, I wouldn't be able to relate to what Sam was saying. Keep it a stack. Would you agree or disagree, Sam?
I agree.
Yeah,
There
especially
you go, man.
brother, like us three are. So, yeah. I guess my last question before I hop off is, do the women care, right, if you knowingly engage with other females? Like they know you have other women on the side. Are they jealous? Like how does that work?
If you're a tourist, they won't care as much because they understand that obviously you're there and you're not there for a long time. So you're going to do what a tourist is going to do. But I think if you lived there and you were dealing with them, then yeah, they'd have a point of contention with it. But as a tourist, nah, they're not really going to care. Because I remember, like, I was foolish and I had one of the girls I was hanging out with on my Instagram story, and another girl saw it. And then later, when I saw that girl, she told me, like, she was like, "Who was that girl you were with, by the way?" I was like, "Oh, that was no one. That was just some stranger I just met off the street." Like. So I had to save myself. So, yeah.
I got
Awesome.
you. Thank you, FP, for letting me on. I'll log off now.
Yo, thank you, Jam. Looking forward to your email. Okay, thank you, bro. Okay, awesome. That was Jam there. Need to drop you off there, bro. All right, so brothers, can we get a couple new callers in before we end the live stream? Okay, call in if you have any questions for the brother Sam to get a thorough breakdown about Iceland. The link is pinned in the live stream chat. Shout out to Mr. Mark Swift for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Super sticker. Thank you, bro, for the support, Mark. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Mr. Jams again for the £2 super chat. Scandinavian woman, recreational purposes only. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Would you agree with that, Sam?
I agree. Yes.
Shout out to Mr. Jams again for the $2 super chat. Third or fourth time tonight. You lot don't support this mate enough. Shame. It's baffling to me, man. It really is. You gotta support brothers, man. Like I told you, I have severely right, limited the channels and myself's income by focusing a lot of this intel for brothers, right? Over 65 countries I've touched upon that brothers can reference when they travel. Vancouver, Canada, sorry, Brazil. We did Chile yesterday. We did a 3 hour stream on Chile. One of my greatest streams ever. We spoke about housing, cost of living, women, where to stay. I mean, who else is doing this, brothers? And this is tailored towards a brother's experiences, a black man's experiences in these countries. So if you're a black man, no matter if you're American, you're British, you're Canadian, you can always reference these streams and know, okay, this is what I gotta do. Okay, Sam isn't a white man. Sam isn't a Asian man, you know, so I know that he's black, therefore his experience would be similar to mine. If Sam was white, we wouldn't be able to relate, you know? So this is what I'm saying, brothers, man. This is you guys, me limiting this channel to brothers, even the Python course as well. I guarantee you, right, all the spaces would be filled already if I open it up to everyone. But I'm only doing it for you brothers, man. Y'all got to support. Y'all got to support, man. You got to hit the like button. You got to comment on my videos after, you know, they're finished publishing. When I see, you know, a white man's YouTube channel, right, and he does a live stream and the live stream ends, I see 200 comments in the first 24 hours. For my streams, 5 max for my live streams after it ends. Five comments. Little likes. So y'all watching the videos, but you're not supporting. And that's wild to me because I've done a lot over the past more than 5 years. The brothers I've mentored, the brothers I've personally got into IT, the interview prep I've done with brothers on a one-to-one basis to get them prepared for the interview, and they tell me, "Hey, IP, I got the job." Who else is doing that for brothers? I've been doing that for the past over 5 years now, and in many years I was doing that for free. I was doing that for free, bruv. Just helping brothers out for free. It's crazy to me, Jams, but it is what it is, bro. I don't even know what's going on. So let's get a couple new callers. Shout out to Mr. Jams for the £2 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. How do I reach you privately? Mr. Jams, here is my IG. Send me a DM on Instagram, brother. Let me know your jams on the YouTube, and I'll reach out to you, bro. Okay. Here is my Instagram. Just send me a DM there. Someone mentioned in the chat, you know, I'm interested in Copenhagen, Denmark. Bro, we've been done Denmark, bro. We've been done Denmark. Ain't that right, Sam?
That's right. Yeah. A lot of Nina Agdal looking women in Denmark.
Yeah. So we did Denmark last year, bro, and that was one of the best live streams ever. And we got a Patreon content there as well. And I know brothers personally that have gone to Denmark based on the intel on the channel, and they have told me, IP, I experienced the same thing that the brother did on the Patreon and on the live stream. You know? If that brother was not black, I don't think they'd have the same experience. Bruv, I have, bruv, man. And you brothers have no idea what's coming in the future. I got some crazy streams coming, new countries, completely new countries, man. I put in work, man. I have put in work for brothers. I really have. So no one can say nothing about me, bruv. No one can talk nonsense about me. I put in work, and it's verified, and it is backed up by evidence. I put in work beyond any other channel or anyone, and I'm not competing with anyone, but I know that I've done good for brothers. So we'll give it 2 more minutes, Sam, for a new caller. If no one calls in, brother, you can have your closing statement, and feel free to drop off, brother. I'll probably stay on for another 10 minutes to make it 2 hours, so I can just speak about the Python course, IT, and I'll wrap up from there, bro. But amazing live stream, brothers. Y'all brothers got 2 minutes to call in. Don't be shy. Ask your questions for Sam, you know, etc., and let's have a great open communication session. Man, Sam, you know, in the Facebook group, right? Our brother currently in Vietnam. I know him very well, bro. One of my brothers who consulted with me, now he's in IT, living a great life, brother, traveling. That's what I love seeing, Sam, bro.
I saw his post. Yeah. I know him. Yeah, he did some interviews with you on the channel.
Yeah, I'm very happy, brother. He's now in IT. He's happy. Man, it gives me joy, man. It really does. Let me bring in Mr. C. I fumble. Okay, brother, you confirmed? Turn your camera off, please. Okay, awesome. What's going on, C. I fumble?
Oh no, I'm here at the supermarket with my son, man. I'm happy to catch the live, and I'm just driving
Awesome, bro.
around, man. And
Okay.
I think, man, I think your live stream hasn't taken off because it hasn't gotten bad enough in America.
Sorry.
And it's because I think people don't realize it hasn't gotten bad enough for them in America. Holy crap! Or or they haven't noticed it yet. They know things are bad, but they don't realize how bad it is. You know.
Yeah.
But once it reaches that level where that threshold is reached, I think your channel is about to blow up. You won't. It'll just take off. People won't. Yeah, you'll just take off, man. I appreciate your channel a lot because I personally don't believe that you should give people stuff for free, and then you're like, I got this for you. It works. With Python classes, you kept showing me people who made it, and I'm like, oh no, I need to sign up, man. Something got to give. Something got to give. So I signed up for the class. I'm really happy, and I'm putting everybody on. I put my nephew. My nephew signed up for your class. He about to turn 18. Um, he about to sign him. He signed up. He about to start class with us. And man, everything is good, man. I'm happy. I was able to find your channel. I'm pretty sure good things are gonna come from you.
Yes, indeed. I hope so, brother. And good things will come for you, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. I've been putting a lot of people on with your channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they can't believe it. They're like, what? What? No way. But they want us like that. And the thing is, brothers know they want it. They just don't realize how much they want it. They want it because how I noticed that like they they really try to belittle us. Like everything we do is never enough. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have about that. Iceland, man, sounds very interesting, IP, but I don't know if I don't know if I can just go back and give up myself up for that debauchery, man. I'm not good with debauchery, man. I might step in there and never get out. That much love. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Awesome, bro.
And yeah,
You have any
and
questions
the
for our
brother,
guest?
yeah, you do IT, correct? The brother,
Uh, Sam?
Sorry?
yes, Humboldt,
Yeah.
you do IT.
No,
How many? Huh?
I'm not in IT. No.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. What you do, brother, for a living?
I work in film and TV.
Film and TV?
Yeah.
Oh, you work in the background. Okay, that's really nice. Wow, look at that. IP bringing in legit people to this channel, man. Brothers got receipts. Okay, okay. That's all I got.
Thank you. See that fumble. Appreciate you, brother. Speak soon, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, bro. Awesome. All right. So shout out to Mr. Moses. Appreciate you, Moses, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. Damn, you should have told me about Denmark 10 years ago. God bless you, IP. So I've just put the Denmark link to the stream, okay, in the live stream chat. Go check it out. It's a classic, right, Sam?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a classic.
Awesome. So I don't think we're gonna have any callers, Sam. So we're gonna let you go, brother. And of course, brother, please state your closing statement, brother, if you have any.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you for having me again, IP. It was a pleasure to talk about Iceland. To all the guys listening, I would say definitely check it out. It's a beautiful country. Don't just go for the women. There's some really unique places that you could visit. Go check out the Blue Lagoon. It's one of the 25 wonders of the world. So that's something to check out. You can go to the Sky Lagoon. You can go see the glaciers. You can go see some waterfalls, you know. You can go see a crater. You can go see some volcanic eruptions. Iceland has a lot to offer. So, yeah, check it out if you ever get a chance to.
Thank you, man. Before you go, Sam, I want to say a huge thank you, Sam, for coming on the channel, brother, and giving this great information in regards to how Iceland gets down in 2023. Your insight on the Patreon, your insight on, you know, on the live stream itself, brother, incredible. And of course, brother, we're going to have you again in the future, brother, on your next trip, which I hope is also going to be a success for you, brother Sam. Appreciate you, bro, man, and all the best to you, bro.
Thanks. Peace, IP.
Awesome. Peace out, bro. Thank you, Sam. That was Sam there, Mr. Sam in the building. Appreciate Sam for that incredible breakdown. Okay, brothers, man. So, incredible live stream. So again, go on to my Patreon. Look at the Python classes September 2023 tier. Okay, to get into my upcoming Python class, I'll be teaching beginners Python and intermediate Python for brothers. Okay, you must be a black man. Okay, to get in the classes. Okay, we need this as we are disenfranchised, and here's what it is, man. You know, if you're non-black and you feel some type of way, you should blame how the world is. You should blame how the world has treated black men unfairly. You know, the many disadvantages we have in America, in the West, around the world, even in Africa, our own continent, we're not treated, decently. So shout out to what Theo's doing, and I want to give a huge salute to Theo. Man, Theo's doing some great things for the brothers, man. You're changing lives, Theo. I don't know if you watched this or not, Theo, but great conference, what you did last week, brother. The Manosphere Conclave, where intelligent black men congregated, networked, man. Amazing. We got a strong community here, brothers that are in IT, brothers that are in real estate, brothers in crypto, and and now we're speaking more about crypto, because ain't no way that us brothers, ain't no way, right, that us brothers are going to miss out on the next crypto run. It's going to be a bunch of black men that will become millionaires, passport bros, okay, of this crypto stuff. Okay, passport bros in IT, doing one in crypto, bossing up, man. It's gonna be amazing, brothers, man. And all this is possible because of the channel, what Theo does. So now we have a community of brothers in IT, right? Who are passport bros, who travel, who share the knowledge, share the intel, who talk about crypto, talk about stock, talk about investing, talk about IT. Man, I love this community, man. I love this community, bruv. This community right here is better than the black community in America and in the UK. I don't care what anyone says, man. I'm calling out all the pro-black activists. Umar Johnson, Tariq Nasheed, Al Sharpton, the BLM founders. They ain't doing what passport bros are doing. They're not doing what Theo's doing. They're not doing what international passport's doing. They ain't getting brothers into IT. They're not encouraging brothers to invest in stocks and crypto. They're not encouraging brothers to get their passport and go and meet wifeable, long-term girlfriend material woman. They're not doing that, brothers. It's the same BS and same nonsense coming out of the mouths of these pro-black activists from the community. This is how a community should function. We are the right and true black community. The Passport Bro is a black man's community. It is for black men, it is by black men. And look how we're moving. Look how professional we are. Look how we speak about IT. Look how these intellectual professional brothers come together and share that information, man. We ain't playing no games here, bruv. We ain't playing no games here, bruv. We about that business, bruv. We about that business, mate. And if you don't like that, tough. We for all you haters, right? We are not the rappers you see on TV. Ain't no Young Thugs here. Ain't no Lil Waynes here. Ain't no 21 Savages here. Ain't no Chief Keefs here. You know, ain't no athletes here. Ain't no LeBrons here. Ain't no Michael Jordans here. You know, ain't no flipping what's his name? Russell Wilson's here. You know, ain't no Kyrie Irving's here, man. Intellectual professional brothers, the ones that have worked hard by studying, the ones that put in hours studying for the certs, the ones that came from nothing, the ones that were ridiculed in high school for being nerds, for being studious, the true pillars of a community. Rappers and athletes are not what power the community. What powers communities is engineers, IT professionals, medical professionals, finance professionals. And we are doing our part by becoming IT professionals, by influencing young brothers, giving them a path, giving them a way of life, giving them hope, giving them foresight, allowing them to see the forest for the trees. We're doing that. Giving them a worldwide perspective. Don't confine yourself and your mentality only in America and only in the West. The world is much more bigger than the West, brothers. The world is much more bigger than the West. Explore Africa, right? They're saying that Africa is going to become the next economic powerhouses. So we can't let the Chinese, white people, Arab people eat up Africa. We're going to have to eat too. Black American men must eat in Africa, must eat off Africa too. Black British men, Black Canadian men, we gotta eat off Africa too, bruv. We need to have that global investment mindset. Don't just confine your investments and time in America. Invest in growing economies. And the only way you're going to do that is becoming a passport bro and getting into IT. Because IT can allow you to work in anywhere around the world. You may be hired by someone in Africa, a big corporation in Africa, to work in their country. You may be hired by a big corporation in Asia to work in their country because you had the right certs, the right experience. You know, brothers, we are the future. We are the future. We are going to be the ones that will change things and bring about order, bring about discipline, bring about respect, bring about power. I want you brothers to have power, man. Because without power, you're not respected. The powerless in this world get disrespected. And right now, as black men, as brothers, we are powerless. We have no power. That's why we're disrespected. That's why we're demeaned. But I guarantee you, when this passport bros movement takes off, it's gonna be a whole bunch of brothers getting into IT, running IT and dominating IT. That is my plan and that is my goal. That is my plan and that is my goal. We will get that power through IT. I guarantee you, brothers. Trust in me and Theo's process. We will get that power through IT, brothers. That power that we don't have, that we've never had, is coming, brothers. We're gonna get it through IT. We're gonna get it through crypto. We're gonna get it through our network. We are going to move like a powerful block. We are going to move like a powerful block. All brothers, conservative, like-minded in IT. Oh man, I can't wait, brothers. I'm jumping for joy right now, man, because the future is bright for each and every one of us. The future is bright, brothers. It's very bright. Oh man, brothers, man. This channel, brothers have told me IP. This channel has saved their lives. It's saving mine too, man. It's saving mine too, brothers, man. This channel gives me hope. Every time I go live, I have a big smile on my face, man. And I know it's been tough for brothers in America. I know America don't treat you right. I know America demeans you. I know that non-black people in America, they don't like black people. They treat black people like dirt. But I guarantee you, brothers, don't worry, man. One day we gonna have that power, man. We gonna be next. We gonna be next. We up next, brothers. Believe in yourself. Believe in the process. Have a plan. Have a structure. We gonna be all right, man. And that's word to Kendrick Lamar. Right? We gonna be all right. Shout out to Mr. Jams for the £2 super chat. God bless you, IP. Saving lives, don't stop. Man. Damn. Damn. Whew. When I hear the term saving lives, man, you don't know how many times I've heard that throughout the years, brothers, man. From my IG DMs, from my consultations, IP, you saved my life, bro. IP, you saved my life. IP. Do you know how powerful that word is, saving someone's life? Some literally brothers telling me they almost deleted themselves and they found my channel and they had hope. Brothers, man. Damn. 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 I can't believe what this has turned to, brothers. When I started this channel many years ago, many years ago, I never thought I'd be having an impact on someone's life like that, man. I never thought, brothers. I just want to share my experience as to how my time went in a certain country, and now it's gone from that to saving actual lives. It's gone from that to actually getting brothers into IT. It's gone from that to actually guiding brothers through interview processes. It's gone from that, from taking aside 1 hour of my free time to prepare brothers for interviews, to do interview preparations, and then getting that phone call. IP, I got the job. IP, I got the job. Shout out to Mr. Original Man for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Starting your class next week. Can't wait. Yes, I'm looking forward to teaching you, brothers, man. If you've already signed up to my classes, okay, on the Patreon, check out your Patreon DMs. I am now posting invites. Okay, there will follow up information on Patreon, so please do so, brothers. Please do so. Yeah, this channel is 100% worth it. It really is, man. It's worth it, brothers. It's worth it. So who's in the building? We got over 90 people. Where's everyone listening from? What city? What country? Let me know in the live stream chat, man. How international is this channel? Where you all listening in from? Okay. Where y'all listening from? South Carolina, Bronx, NY, London, Alabama. I'm from Alabama. Hey y'all from Alabama, Texas, Alabama, Minneapolis, Little Rock, Arkansas. A lot of history in Little Rock, man. For the civil rights movement. Shout out to Little Rock, man. I mean, a lot of history there. Shout out to all the brothers that helped liberate the brothers, man. Our American brothers, they've been through a lot. America is no joke. That country is a different beast. I thought we have it bad in the UK, but nothing compared to our American brothers. Damn. Shout out to our American brothers, man. Really shout out to you, brothers, man. Kings and legends. No one can do it better than our American brothers. Shout out to William Levan for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. IP is the UK is jacked up as the USA. UK is extremely jacked up, bro. Okay. I think the USA is worse, but UK is pretty bad too. Very bad over here. Horrible woman, masculine woman, just women here, just terrible wives. It's just terrible in general, But nice for a good time, but not for a long time. Okay, I'm not saying all of them are terrible. I'm just saying, we're going off probability here. You won't find a wife in the UK. Come out here, they love American brothers, have your fun, run through chicks, and then go back to the States and continue building. That's the kind of ranking I give the UK. It's just not conducive to finding a wife. Shout out to Mr. LP for the $5 super chat. There's a lack of quality, positive, YouTube content out there for brothers. Salute to IP and brother Theo. That's facts, man. Look at my views. My views have dropped substantially. For my videos, my live streams. Because some brothers just want to be, want all that, stuff that will not give them the solution. Break out the matrix. Break out the matrix, man. My views should be a lot more. I'm dropping positive content to give you the right mentality, and the views are not enough. The views are horrible views, man. But of other content that's negative content, thrives on YouTube. It's weird to me, bruv. I don't know what's going on, man. Shout out to Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh Master for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Hey IP, another legendary live stream. I too wish to someday help others through things I'm trying to do. I will look to you for inspiration for US. Thank you, bro. From US. Thank you, brother. And shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to bump that and watch it back in the day, man. Shout out to Yugi Moto. Shout out to Seto Kaiba. Shout out to Blue Eyes White Dragon. Shout out to what's it called? Obelisk and Exodus. All these crazy Yu-Gi-Oh characters, man. Awesome, man. Awesome. Man, it's I want to go on for another 15 minutes, maybe. Just want to speak, learn my thoughts. You know, right now I'm going through a stream of consciousness, man. Just super happy, man. Like, you know, when I go on my Facebook group and I just see brothers traveling, brothers having a great time, brothers' lives changed. Super happy, bruv. Super happy, man. But we still got work to do, man. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. But we oh man, oh, bruv, we'll get there, bruv. We'll get there, man. We'll get there. Oh, Exodia. What was it? Exodia? Let me check that real quick. Exodia. Damn. Exodia card. It's been a minute, bruv. Was it Exodia? Yeah, it was Exodia. Oh my goodness, bruv. Man, time flies, man. I miss those days, man. Like Yu-Gi-Oh. What else is there back in the day? Cowboy Bebop, Gundam, Ninja Scroll, Shaman King. What else was there back in the day? What's that really good anime from Ghost in the Shell? Bruv. What's the other one? Beyblade. What's the other anime? Gundam, but I think I mentioned that already. Man, I miss those days, man. Those days were simpler. You know, before social media, you know, came through the roof and ruined the minds of women. Bruv, you know, back then, it was chill, man. And it wasn't perfect, but it was chill. People got along. It was more friendlier. You go outside now, people mean mug you. People look at you like you don't exist. Nobody cares about you. Like, it's just horrible community to be in the UK, man. Back then was amazing. Damn. Even back then, the anime was great back then. Now today's anime trash, brother. Apart from a few, but back in the 90s, the anime that was coming out in the 90s, early 2000s, classic, man. Nowadays, it's some BS, bruv. It's madness, bruv. Even the music back then was good, man. You know, Nas dropping classics back to back, and now they're still dropping classics. But we had the GOAT Nas, man. You know, we had Nas that dropped Stillmatic. You know, he dropped Illmatic. You know, we want that Nas back, bruv. You know, but aside from that, go and check out the new Nas album, Magic 3 Classic. Man, I've been bumping that all weekend, brother. Nas came through the classic, brothers. My kind of music, right? None of that Young Thug stuff, none of that 21 Savage stuff, none of that mumbling, gibberish nonsense, man. Real hip hop, man. That hip hop that speaks to the soul, man. And that's why Nas for me is the greatest rapper of all time. That kind of music elevates you. That kind of music gives you that positive mindset. Continue thriving, continue being great, continue being that man you want to be, brothers, man. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you will achieve Nothing, man. Wake up every day. I can do this. Here are my goals. Here are my goals. Here are my objectives. Here's what I got to achieve, bruv. Do you get me, bruv? You get what I'm saying, bruv? Let's get it, brothers, man. And this who's into crypto? Press A1 in the chat if you're into crypto, man. Because brothers, this crypto, man. I may gotta do a couple live streams on crypto. Do y'all want live streams on crypto? Do y'all want live streams on crypto? Let me know, brothers, man. Because right now, man, if that's gonna change brothers' lives, bruv. That's gonna change brothers' lives, bruv. You know, we need that. We need that crypto knowledge to build that wealth, man. We got to get in that fund too, bruv. I remember in 2020, I saw Bitcoin popping off. I'm thinking, damn, I wish I got Bitcoin back in 2013 or back in 2014, bruv. But it was too late, bruv. Too expensive, bruv. But you get me, mate. We need to get this crypto back, bruv. Okay? I want to see brothers making this money off crypto, brothers living good, living large, living a quality life, man. We deserve it. Through crypto, through money, through wealth, the power comes, man. And we will be a powerful force. The passport bros, brothers, we're going to be a powerful block of force. A force that no one wants to mess around with, man. You know? Tell me what crypto coins in the live stream chat, you know, that y'all are going to invest in, what y'all have invested in already. They're saying that Bitcoin will reach 100K in the next bull run. I don't know about that, but that's what they're saying, bruv. You know, but let me know in the live stream chat what coins you are currently invested in. Tell me why you have invested in those coins. Tell me what coins you want to invest in. Okay. And you know, what coins you are, what's it called? And tell me why you're going to invest in those coins. Clee, tell me why XRP. William, why XRP, bruv? Of course, you're real estate. Yep, definitely, man. You know, if any of you brothers are into real estate, reach out to me, bruv. Okay? Reach out to me. Or OPM, if you're in real estate, send me a DM. Let's set up that live stream, man. I want to see brothers just having this conqueror's mentality, having this wealth, having this money, this riches, this passport, bro, getting their passport and being in IT, man. Working IT, bruv. You hear me, Theo? You hear me, Theo, mate? What you saying, bruv? What you saying, bruv? What you saying, fam? What you saying, fam? What you saying, bruv? XRP, Jams, XRP, huh? Tell me why XRP, bruv. You telling brothers XRP gonna pop off, brothers? It's gonna do 10x, 20x, make brothers millionaires. You know, high six figures in the six figures. Let's get it cracking, brothers, man. Let's get it cracking, man. Damn. Okay. Awesome, William. Awesome, man. Oh, okay, Clee. Oh, that okay. This is good, brothers. This is great, man. Awesome, Moses. So William mentioned something about XRP, XDC. Okay. Chris ISO 20222. Jams, Bitcoin. I think you know Bitcoin and ETH, man. They've ran up so much. They're just too expensive right now. We need the coins that are at $1, less than $1. You know, because Bitcoin's to me, I can't afford Bitcoin. ETH out of my budget. You know, this is great seeing brothers in crypto, man. This is great seeing brothers in crypto. Oh man, I love this community, man. I really do. I love this community, man. This community, even though I'm saving lives, let me tell you, brothers, man, this community is saving me too, man. It's saving me. It's giving me hope. It gives me strength to wake up every day and do this, brothers. I don't earn much from YouTube. I don't earn much from the channel, right? But I do this, brothers. I do this because I enjoy it, man. I don't have a I don't have a a what's it called? I don't have um a social life, man. I really don't. I'm like a lone wolf out here in the UK, brothers. Wake up every day, study, work, the channel. You know, I don't go out to clubbing. I don't go out, you know, in the nighttime. You know, I stream. I stream in the early morning of the hours on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Do the Passport Bro show. I don't have a life, brothers, man. I don't have a social life. All my time is for the improvement of brothers that look like me. And I've done a lot of work for brothers, man. I just hope that the woman of my dreams, I meet her one day, man. I think I deserve that at the very least, man. At the very least, I deserve the woman of my dreams, man. 'Cause I've done so much for people. I saved lives. I've got brothers in IT, you know. I've taught brothers Python. You know, I've helped double brothers' income. I've helped brothers, you know, see a better life, a better beginning. At the very least, man, I want a beautiful chick, right? That fits my requirement. I hope I find her one day, man. I'm looking at you, God, Jesus Christ, Lord. I'm looking at you right now, man. I'm looking at you right now, Father. Father, Lord, send her my way, bruv. Send her my way, Father, Lord. I deserve this, man. I deserve this. Someone said 1 million per coin. Jams, you telling me XRP is going to do 1 million? What? Per coin, bruv? 1 million per coin, bruv. What? Yo, 1 million per coin. Are you referring to Bitcoin or XRP, Jams? You know what? I'm loving this crypto talk. So anyone that wants to call in and speak about crypto, let's do it, but I can go on for another half an hour. You know, but if they want to call in, type in the live stream chat, man. But I'm loving this crypto talk, man. This is exactly what us brothers are doing, you know, should be doing, you know, sharing intel, you know, helping each other out, you know, giving us brothers this information like I'm doing. This is great, man. So on my channel, you got the travel intel. I've touched upon, you know, over, over 60 countries. The Patreon's there. I teach brothers, beginners, and intermediate Python. Um, um, what's it called? You know, you got countries that you have intel on, brothers, to live. Now, y'all gotta help me out and other brothers out on this crypto journey, man. We cannot miss out on the next bull market on crypto. So when is the next bull market on crypto happening? When is that, brothers? When is the next? Type in the live stream chat. When is the next crypto bull market? And how long will it last for? Will it be 2 years? Will it be 1 year? Because that's the time when brothers gotta prepare for, man. Obviously, you gotta start buying now. You know, you gotta start buying now, brothers. Start buying now, please. Okay, to get ready for it. So, brothers, what is your buying strategy, and how do you, brothers, you know, do your crypto research? How have you found all this crypto? Let me know in the live stream chat. How do you know what crypto to invest in? How do you do your due diligence? Who do you watch? What kind of articles do you read or websites do you go on? It'll be great, man. So brothers can, you know, do that as well, man. We need to start sharing this information, man. You know, we got to start sharing this information. Just got back from the south of France. Dan, can you send me a DM, brother, on Instagram, Dan? Okay, I would love to get you on the channel, brother, for you to speak about the North African woman, brother. So Dan, please, brother, send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram is on the live stream chat, bro. Okay, send me a DM. Let's get it, brother. Please, please, please. Okay, south of France. I think that's niche. Okay, we need that intel, bro. Please, Dan, send me a DM. Can you confirm to me in the live stream chat that you will send me a DM, Dan? Let me get some water, brothers. Oh, man. Oh, okay. I just had that. Hold on, brothers, yeah? I'm looking for something. Nas. You know Nas is the best rapper of all time, right? You know, this crypto stuff, man, brothers, is the future, man. Right. So, brothers, how do you do your crypto due diligence? When it comes to crypto, brothers, who do you watch? What how do you do your research? How do you find these coins, bruv? You know? This oh man, brothers. Dude. Nas new album, classic, man. Classic. All we do is drop classics. Y'all know it's a classic, right? Y'all know it's a classic, right? All right, we're here now. Okay, so live stream chat is popping. If you've just joined, we're having a crypto conversation. We've gone from Iceland to anime to Nas to now crypto, man. And Dan, I hope you send me a DM, bro. And brothers, please feel free to send me a DM on Instagram if you want to speak to me more about crypto. Okay. So again, my Instagram is on the live stream page. Send me a DM on Instagram if you want to speak to me about crypto, man. Okay. All right. Let's go, man. Send me a DM on Instagram. I got some crypto brothers I can put you brothers in touch in as well. So definitely send me a DM on Instagram. Let's get this paper, brothers, man. All right. IT, crypto, foreign women, traveling, and this channel gives you that foundation, man. Um, super happy, brothers. Super happy. Um, y'all know that join the Patreon to hear the explicit version as to how Iceland women get down with brothers in the bedroom. Currently in Bucharest. On send me a DM, okay, on IG. Bear in mind on that Romanian women are conservative, okay. They're not like they ain't 3 or 4s like Scandinavian chicks. So ON, send me a DM, brother, on Instagram. ON, okay. Let me post my IG in the live stream chat. We got over 80 people, man. Great turnout. Okay. Happy birthday, Jams. Happy birthday, Jams. Okay. So we definitely have to do a crypto live stream. So send me a DM, please, on Instagram, right, brothers? So we can get this crypto live stream popping off, man. Um, I'm excited for the future, brothers, man. I'm excited that, you know, a lot of brothers, old, young, you know, elders, lives going to change, man. You know, and side note, the Chile live stream yesterday was amazing. It was classic. It was it was otherworldly, man. Um, shocked me. You know, it really did. Classic. Absolute classic, bruv. Um yeah. And we got more coming on the way, brothers. We got more new countries, new vibes. IP ain't gonna let you down, brothers, man. Okay. Now the hard work starts now. Studying hard, believing in yourself, um, you know, having that foundation. It's gonna be good, brothers, man. It's gonna be good. Mhm. All right, so 5, 10 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. If you have any donations, man, feel free to donate to the channel. Feel free to support. Okay, that would be greatly appreciated. Remember, I told you, this channel caters to brothers quite a lot, so there's a lot of revenue, a lot of cash I'm missing out. I'm missing out right now. I would love to do this full time. I would love to be a full-time YouTuber, doing these streams every day, doing more content. But I'm not at that stage yet. Hopefully in the future I can do this full time, man, brothers. Um, you know, that would be awesome, right? That would be super awesome. We touched upon Namibia this week, new country. Chile this week, new country. Namibia was great, right? African woman for the brothers who need that African intel. You know? Oh man, super happy, bruv. All right, so 5, 10 more minutes left. Okay. The Chili live stream was great. The Passport Bros show was great. Theo will be back. We'll be doing the Passport Bros show next week. Theo will be back. Don't worry, Theo will be back. Theo will be back. Theo will be back. Theo was teaching, in the Manosphere conference. So, but he'll be back. Theo shall be back. Yep. Noted, Raphael. Noted. Okay. Yep. Noted, bro. Noted. What did Theo T today? Original man. Was it AWS? Awesome. All right. Okay. Five more minutes. I need to sleep. Maybe chill out before sleeping. But I gotta sleep, brothers. IP needs to sleep. That new Nas album, bruv. Shout out to Marvin Lloyd for the $2 Canadian super chat. I appreciate you, Marvin. I'm excited for Python class IP. Me too, bro. I'm super excited. Currently working on the curriculum, but we're going headstrong next week, brothers. I am super excited, brothers. Okay. Can't wait to teach you, brothers. Four more minutes, man. So if you have any support, super chats, PayPal donations, support me. Support. Here's my PayPal on the screen. Here's my PayPal and send me. Yep, here's my PayPal. Where's my PayPal? Where's my PayPal? Where's my PayPal? Here's the support there, brothers. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. What's up? Yeah, Jams. I'm trying to get into on Caribbean women, man. I'm trying. That is true. I've not done Barbados. I've not done Jamaica, Saint Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm trying to get that intel, man. I'm trying to get that intel. Shout out to Mr. Lin for the £5 PayPal donation. Thank you, Lin, for the support. Thanks, IP. Keep bringing excellent content. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated, man. Anyone been to the Caribbean? Anyone been to Peru? I'm trying to get, I'm trying to get that intel on Peru. I'm trying to get intel on the Caribbean. Trying to get intel on Venezuela. What else? Intel on Laos, New Zealand. There's a lot of countries I need to get intel on for the brothers, man. If you know someone, if you've been there, if you've been to a country, send me a DM, man. But yeah, the Caribbean is hard to get, bruv. It's very hard to get intel on the Caribbean. It really is hard. Yeah, Myanmar as well. Maybe better every day, maybe. But things gotta be in place first before doing that. Better every day, maybe. Myanmar, yeah, bruv. Trying to get his intel. But don't worry, the channel's gonna be here for years. And I hope you brothers are going to be here for years too, okay? Okay. So last 20 seconds, I'm going to end the stream and get some good sleep. Best ever. Okay. Yep. Nah, someone just wrote Nas is the best ever. Yes, indeed. All right, brothers. Yeah. It's been an amazing live stream. Okay. Join the Python class. We got how many spots left do I have in the Python class? Let me check. Let me check. We have on the Python class. We have we got 17 spots remaining in the Python class. 17 spots. Ooh, 17 spots. 17 spots remaining. Brav. It's going, brothers. 17 spots remaining. Shout out to Mr. Jams. That's the 5th time Jams has supported, brothers, man. Amazing. Thank you, Jams, for supporting me multiple times during this stream. Much appreciated, bro. IP, don't sleep on Caribbean girls. Jams, are you telling me that Caribbean girls are good? Feminine, submissive, low body count, potentially virgins? You know, we need that, bro. Can we find that in the Caribbean, bro? Maybe I get me, a St. Lucian chick, huh? Or a chick from Trinidad. Hopefully we get intel on Jamaica, Barbados. But I don't think a lot of brothers go there, bruv. I don't think brothers are interested in the Caribbean like that. Brothers love Colombia, man. Brothers love Colombia. Oh, man. Brothers can't get enough of these Colombian chicks. Brothers can't get enough of those Colombian chicks. I got intel on Barbados. Yo, Jams, let's get you on the channel as soon as possible, Jams. So Jams, send me a DM on Instagram, brother. You're a UK brother too, so we could have more UK brothers speaking on the channel. Thank you, brother, for the £2 super chat. I got intel on Barbados. Can we get you on the channel, Jams? Can you write in the live stream chat, bro? Will you be open to coming on the channel and dropping intel on Barbados, on Bajan woman, brother? Please, bro. That'll be awesome, Jams. Before I end the stream, we need Jams to confirm if he's going to come on the channel and break down, what's it called? Norwegian woman. Nope. Barbados woman. I need to do a stream, right, on every country on planet Earth, including Antarctica. Okay? Okay, maybe not Antarctica because no one goes there. Okay? But I need to do a stream on every country on planet Earth. Okay? Including the Caribbean, the whole 9 yard, bruv. Better every day. Send me a DM on IG, bro. Send me a DM on IG, bro. Better every day. Please, bro. Send me a DM on IG. Okay, let's get you an intel for Colombia. Shout out to Mr. Babatunde Oloye for the $7.99 Australian dollar super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Salute you to our Australian brother. This is amazing. So now we're connecting Australian brothers to UK brothers to American brothers. This is incredible. Shout out to you, IP. We definitely need a stream on crypto. I also came in very late, but maybe some money. We need experts on the channel to discuss. Yes, indeed, bro. Babatunde, if you know anyone, send them my way. Any brother that is very well knowledgeable in crypto, okay, reach out to me on Instagram. Let's do some streams about crypto, man. We as brothers have to get this crypto cash, man. Right? Build wealth. We want to see our Australian brother, Baba Tunde, get wealth from Australia via crypto. UK brothers get wealth via crypto. American brothers get wealth via crypto. Who else? Canadian brothers get wealth via crypto. Our brothers in Germany get wealth via crypto. If you're a brother, I want to see you do well, man. You know, case in point, you can see me. Before I end the stream, right? Like I told you, brothers, no one, right, can tell me that I ain't done nothing for brothers. Okay, because if you were here from the very beginning, when I was giving out free consultations, when I was doing free interview preps before interviews for brothers, when I was guiding and mentoring brothers in the IT space, all right, you know that anyone that comes for me is capping. They're a bunch of haters. No one has done as much as me, okay, in the passport bro space. Okay, no one has got more brothers into IT than me. No one has done more mentorships than me. No one has done putting this much effort into brothers. I told you I would be on 100,000 subs right now with millions upon millions of views, making a lot of money if this channel was open up to everyone. So that just tells you I'm real. That tells me I'm real. This ain't no game to me, brothers. And I hope one day that all the good I've done for brothers, I hope I get a reward for it, man. God works in mysterious ways. It might be a beautiful woman, of my dreams. It might be a great opportunity. You never know. But I hope I'm rewarded for, what I've done, man. Okay. Let's see. All right. Thanks for that, Jams. Looking forward to your DM on IG. Let's get this Barbados stream set up, man. The first Caribbean stream ever on the channel. History is made. History is made. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Boxley. Terrell Boxley in the building for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Terrell. Thank you, brother, for the support. You have no clue about what Colombiana feels like IP. Man, I need me a half Colombian, half South Korean chick. Does that exist, Terrell Boxley? Can I find a half Korean, half South Korean chick, in Colombia? And will she be checking for brothers? 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 Checking for brothers? Checking for brothers? Checking for brothers? Hey, I might start rapping up like Nas, man. That new Nas album got me hyped, bruv. That new Nas album got me hyped, bruv. Flipping heck, bruv. So I'm reading that Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso have established a security alliance. Shout out to the brothers fighting a good fight in Africa, man. May Africa be free. Right, looking forward to that. Should I discuss more geopolitics? What would you, brothers? What would you like me to discuss in the channel, man? Because my views are so low. There must be something that you like watching a lot. Okay, what can I do to get my what can I do, brothers, to get my views increased? What should I be speaking about? What kind of videos should I be making? Because my views have dropped substantially, man. Like my video uploads, they don't do any views. It's weird, bruv. Why is that? 1,000 views for my last video upload. What's going on with my channel, man? Flipping heck. Shout out to Mr. Jams. Brother, Jams is going ham tonight, brothers, man. This is the 8th time he's supported. Thank you, Jams, for the £2 super chat. I got that crypto intel as well. Awesome, bro. Awesome, Jams. We have a lot to speak about, brother. Looking forward to your DM on Instagram, bro. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Boxley for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. You have no clue about. Well, I just read that, bruv. I just read that. What's going on, IP, bruv? IP, you good? IP, you good? You good, IP? IP, are you tired, bro? Okay. Hang on there, IP. You know, we got 70 people here. They're obviously loving the live stream. I'm loving the live stream too. It's a bunch of great intellectual brothers. Super. Brothers. Yeah, I'm good, bro, man. Oh man. I need that let's see. More panels, more topic about woman BS and more. Yeah, it may seem I have to do like, you know, RP reactions and all that stuff. That seems to be where the views are. Just so I get more people to find the channel and they can get to become more passport bros. Brother, what do you mean by more panels? I don't know. You mean like fresh and fit? I can't do that at the moment, bro. You mean like the fresh and fit panel stuff? I can't do that at the moment, bro. Okay. I've got to find a strategy to get the views. Okay. Okay. All right. Last 2 minutes. I need to go to bed. Last minute, brothers. Oh, Theo's here, brother. What's going on, Theo, man? Theo, looking forward to the Passport Bro show in the coming days. On Monday, actually. Next week, bro. Shout out to Theo for a successful Manusford Conclave. I know lives are being changed. I know you're changing lives, Theo. Thank you for all you do, Theo. You know, it's much appreciated, bro. More videos on black men with Chewbacca. He's referring to himself, you cheeky man, Theo, huh? Oh man, Theo's got humor like a Brit. That's what a Brit would say, you know. We need videos of men if they. Wow, Theo, man. Yeah, I need to get these views up, man. I don't know what's happening with my latest uploads. I need to find out something that brothers like, because I look at my analytics, right? I see O'Shea Juice. Let me go on here right now. So, what do brothers watch? Okay, let me see. Audience. Let me go on my audience. So in my audience, right? You guys are watching O'Shea Duke Jackson, mediocre tutorial reviews, That Boy Will, Charles in Charge podcast reacts, The Celebrity Junk. That's not a Passport Bro channel. Manosphere Highlight Dailies, The Pink Book Lessons. Who else are you watching? Please Act Right. Who else? You are watching who's this? Easy Reaction Reviews. These are not Passport Bro channel. This is wild, bruv. What are y'all watching, man? y'all watching, and the videos you're watching, right, are all red pill videos, RP videos, crimson capsule videos. You know, uh, brothers, man, this is not. And this is why I get lost as to what type of content do you want to see, because y'all want this content, but y'all don't watch it, man. And it seems like y'all are watching red RP content. You know, um, someone is a gold digger. Um, modern woman does this. Why men don't approach modern women anymore? Oh my goodness, bruv. Um, the wall. This is all RP content, bruv. Somali man says he's not black and instantly regrets it. What? Bruv, this ain't passport bro content. What are y'all watching, man? Is that what y'all want to see? Okay. Maybe I gotta try and incorporate that in some way on the channel, because this is very important. You know, I gotta take into account what you're watching, what you want to watch. It's just how the way YouTube is. Okay. Let me see. It's weird, bruv. You know, Baba Tunde says here, IP, the reason why views are low is because you're saving lives. LOL. If it was BS and controversy, the views will be off the roof. Oh my goodness, man. Bruv. Um, Shout out to Jams for the £2 super chat again. That's the 10th time. Thank you, Jams. Appreciate you, bro. IP, you helped me a lot, big time, mentally. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for the kind words. But we have a lot to speak when we chat on a one-to-one call on Instagram. If I'm wow, helping you mentally, thank you, bro, man. I much appreciate Jams, and I hope I continue to do so. Thank you, bro. But yeah, I just went through what y'all are watching, bruv. What's going on, man? So I've got to try and incorporate some sort of RP content on the channel. You know, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. You know, I've got to see. I watch Passport Bros and Blondes. Oh, it's a good. I watch Passport Bros and Blondes. Oh, it's a good channel. Oh man. So, brothers, you have to understand, right? I need to keep the views consistent, or YouTube won't show the content to potential passport bros and push out my message. So it's very important I keep views high and consistent. Like my views have dropped substantially. So I've got to find something that you guys like watching, okay, and can bring views at the same time. So I've got to find a topic that's great for my channel. You know, I really have to. I've got to figure it out. And I want to do more self-development talk, but I've done a couple videos on that and they don't do much views. I don't know what's going on, man. I need to figure it out. I got work to do. So I got Teach You Brothers starting next week Sunday, and I got to work on this YouTube stuff and then get the views up. That's how it is, man. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Oh man. All right. Shout out to Mr. Babatunde Aluye for the 799 Australian dollar super chat again. Thank you, Babatunde Aluye. Appreciate you, brother, for the support. Thank you, bro. IP, maybe trending topics about everything generally, and then I like those short videos you pull out, but controversy sells. Maybe you can exploit that. That's a good point there, bro. That's a very good point. I'm gonna need you brothers to send me things you want me to react to or speak about, because again, I'm not too culturally aligned, you know, to mainstream stuff. Yeah, but that's a good point there, Babatunde. Trending topics about everything in general. Yeah, so maybe that the Niger crisis, geopolitics. I've got to find something that sticks, bruv. That is interesting that you brothers want to watch. So you brothers like geopolitics? Press A1 in the chat if you like African politics, Asian politics, what goes on in the world. You definitely like RP content because that fills up my audience. But what about like geopolitics, self-motivational talk, you know, like how to become a better man, a better passport bro, you know, how to. So one for the geopolitics and two for the self-motivational talk, like, you know, how to address certain situations, you know, how the West is destroying men. Basically talk like, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. So something like, give me 1 second. So something like, let's say, I've got to find something that just sticks, bruv. Bruv. It's a video. Come on, YouTube, man. You know what video I'm after? You know what video I'm after, YouTube? Chotomate Kurosai, brothers. Chotomate Kurosai. Okay, here it is. Okay, so, you know, something like, you know, like speaking about men's issues, like, you know, the loneliness that men go through, you know, you know, stop don't stop believing in yourselves, or, you know, what's going on with men, you know, what you should be doing in your 20s to improve, you know, for your 30s and 40s, just being a better man, but also speaking on cultural topics, you know, what men go through, the problem with women, the woke culture. Something's got to stick, man. Shout out to Mr. Jams for the £2 super chat. Your Patreon videos are mad, bro. Facts, bro. I watch my Patreon videos every day. So while I work from home, right? I just put on a Patreon video in the background. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, bro. The Patreon videos are just insane. Absolutely insane, bro. Without a single doubt, brother. But thanks for being a Patreon member, Jams. Appreciate you, bro. That is awesome. And thank you for the support. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, yep. So geopolitics. I gotta do something that's interesting, that sticks, that will get the views up, that you brothers will also enjoy. Basically, I gotta find out. I gotta find a further lane, because obviously the live streams are mostly about foreign women. That's all sorted out. But the video uploads, I need to get more of that. So if you have any ideas as to what you want to see on the channel, what will get me views, post in the live stream chat, and also send me a DM on Instagram, man, as to what I should be doing. That'd be greatly appreciated. Oh. All right, 5-10 more minutes. I'm gonna go. Okay, I need to sleep. All right. We've gone from Iceland to various different topics. Oh man, this was a great stream. This is a great stream. Theo, how you feeling, bro? After the conclave conference, how you feeling, bro? Oh, flip. Tired. I'm tired, bruv. I'm flipping tired. I'm tired. Oh man. I love this channel, man. I love the community. I love the people, the whole vibe. Honestly, this channel keeps me going. It really does. Keeps me going. Gives me hope. This is our community, brothers, man. This is our community. Man, and when this crypto stuff, you hear that, Theo? This crypto stuff, this gonna be it for brothers, man. Brothers, I'm gonna get as much brothers into crypto as possible. I want to see brothers get that wealth. I'm going to get as much brothers in to crypto. What's up, J Bones, bro? It's been a minute, brother. Hope you're well, J Bones. All good, brother. Hope you're well, J Bones. Yeah. Gonna get as much brothers into crypto, man. What's that cat here? I'm very upset that I missed out on the bull market back in 2020, 2021. It ain't happening again. It's not happening again, bruv. Nah. So brothers beat. What is that, man? Flipping heck. Get out of my table. Move. Go away. Go away. Damn. Keisha sending no, forget Keisha, F Keisha, bruv. I'm just saying, brothers, right? Okay. Yeah. Crypto, 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 crypto. I'm gonna get as much brothers into crypto on this channel. Okay. Shout out to Dark Ninja. Shout out to the brothers in the Discord. You know, shout out to all you brothers, man. All right, 5 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap up, man. That's 3 hours, 20 minutes. Do you know what? The longest live stream I've ever done is Theo. Do you remember Theo? The longest live stream, right, I've ever done on this channel is 5 hours. Brothers, the longest live stream I've ever done is 5 hours. That was back in 2021. And that was for the Philippines. Let me bring it up. Let me see. Was that for the Philippines? That really took me out. That really, really took me out. Hold on. International passport. International passport. Philippines. That was a 5 hour live stream. Let me bring it up. Yeah, here it is. Here, brothers. This was 2 years ago with me and Mr. Theo Waff, right? This was a 5 hour live stream. I don't know what happened there, right? But that was we went for 5 hours, brothers. Let me bring it up. So memory lane, 2 years ago. This was in September 12th, 2021. 5 years after 2 years. Here's the link. 5 hours live stream. Let me put it in the live stream chat. I have 5 hours live stream. Okay. That's my record. Okay. I don't think I can do 5 hours again, bruv. You know, I'm an older man. Shout out to Mr. Jams for the £2 super chat. IP is 5 a.m. Let's sleep. Shout out to Jams. All right, Jams. 4 more minutes. I'm gonna wrap it up, bro. Yeah, 4 more minutes, bruv. I need to sleep, fam. Oh my goodness, bruv. And that was a classic, man. Theo brought down Philippines to an absolute T. Oh man, 5 hours. Oh, bruv. Brothers, there's some gems on this channel. I think a lot of you brothers are new, joined in the last couple months, last year. But we've got some classics going back to 5 years on this channel. 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. Yeah. So we definitely not playing no games on this passport bros or travel stuff, man. So I'm gonna wrap up the live stream in 2 more minutes because I'm knackered. Okay, I'm tired. Jams, 12th time tonight. Thank you, Jams, man. Appreciate you both for the £2 super chat. Honestly, IP crypto is our way forward. Yes, but I've seen the light now. I used to doubt crypto. I used to be like, what am I investing in, right? But that doubt is now gone. Okay. I am all in on crypto. Okay. The thing about stocks, right? Stocks are great, but they don't offer the volatility or the quick gains like crypto. Okay. Stocks, right? 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. That's great, right? But crypto can 10x, can 20x, right? Giving you a lot of wealth and money in a short time. Stocks take too long, bruv. 5 years, 10 years. Ain't nobody got time for that, bruv. Ain't nobody got time for 5 years, 10 years for some stocks to pop off, right? And compound interest, man. F that, bruv, man. We need that cash now, brother. We need that wealth now, brother. And crypto is the only way forward to get that wealth quick, nice, succinct, right now, brothers, man. We done waiting 5 years for a stock to pop off, bruv. We done doing that compound interest stuff, bruv. Crypto is the way forward, you know. forget crypto stocks, brothers, man. Crypto, crypto. You know, I remember the other day a brother was telling me, "Hey, IP man, you know, I think in 10 years' time this stock gonna pop off." 10 years, bruv. The flip you mean 10 years, bruv? Ain't nobody gonna wait 10 years for a stock to pop off. Brothers, crypto is the way forward, man. From now until the halving, study crypto, get your strategy in order, and we're gonna be all right. I need to drop off, man. All right, so brothers, it's been a pleasure. Okay, um, it's been a wonderful live stream. You know, shout out to Sam for breaking down Iceland. Shout out to you brothers for the crypto talk. And once again, ain't nobody waiting 5-10 years for stocks, man. Crypto is a way forward. Let's get this crypto gains right now, bruv. Okay, you know, let's get it, man. So, brothers, salute to all of you. Okay, have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you, brothers, on. Oh my goodness, bruv. Shout out to Mr. Moses for the $2 super chat. He says here, crypto is a cheat code in life right now. Yes, indeed, man. I wish I took crypto seriously back in 2017 and 2016. I remember back then, Bitcoin popped off and then it dropped off in 2017. That was the time to cop Bitcoin, bruv. And Ethereum. Ethereum was $200, $150, right, before the pandemic. When the pandemic happened, it went up to 300 and 500, 3,500K. Man, can you imagine someone, right, becoming aware of Bitcoin in 2013 when Bitcoin was like $100, right? If you bought $1,000 worth of it, you know, dollar cost average, you would be a millionaire. You'd be a millionaire, brothers. We cannot miss out on the next crypto run. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Because we need to get this wealth, get up out the West, have financial freedom. Bruv. Bruv. You know, I was walking out tonight, right? And I just saw how soulless the people are around me, my community, you know, where I'm living at, in the shops. They don't know that I'm saving brothers' lives, that I'm doing great things, disrespecting me, mean mugging me, looking at me like I'm dirt, like I don't exist. The woman here disrespecting me, talking down at me, and I'm buying back. Leave the West before it destroys you mentally, man. I think I would have been, you know, a different wavelength if not for the channel on you brothers, man. Because the UK is just, it's just, I can't take it anymore, brothers. I can't take it anymore, brothers, man. Sick of it. Sick of it, brothers, man. All right, so in the last 30 seconds before I end the live stream. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna break the record for 5 hours today. I can't go on for another another hour 30 minutes, bruv. Nah, man. Thank you, brothers, man. I appreciate every single one of you for the support. Shout out to all the brothers who hear the super chats. You know, let me check the PayPal real quick before I end the live stream. It's gonna ask me for this damn 2FA, bruv. Another 2FA, huh? Another 2FA? Yep. Flipping heck, man. Another 2FA, huh? It ain't fair. Alright, so let's get cracking, man. Shout out to Mr. Shout out to well, come on, man. I did press it, bruv. I pressed it. Come on. Right? I pressed it. Don't act up right now. Don't act up right now. Right? Go on that link right now. Stupid website. I pressed it. And you said to me I didn't press it? Is that you, Keisha? Shout out to Mr. Bravo Juice for the $199 super chat. Salute to you, IP. I'm in Theo's class. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, bro. Theo is a great teacher. Theo will show you the way, the path to success. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Awesome. Thank you, bro. Brothers, I'm going to see you on the Passport Bros show on Monday with Theo. Will I see you brothers there? I best see you brothers. There. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up now because I'm tired. Shout out to Mr. OPM for the $199 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, IP. Again, man. God bless you, bro. Thank you, bro, for the kind words, man. God bless you too, brother. God bless you too. Thank you for the incredible kind words. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you, man. I wake up tomorrow morning. The work begins, bruv. The grind don't stop. The grind don't stop. Don't stop. Take it on. Don't stop. Take it on. Come on. Take it on. Don't stop. Oh, man. All right, brothers, man. Been a pleasure, yeah? Hope you have a great Sunday ahead. A great weekend ahead. Stay safe. Be healthy. Watch the channel. And I'm going to see you, brothers, on the next video. Peace out, brothers. Thank you very much.